And all right, everybody, welcome back here to the Cold Crew Exclusives channel here as we enter Day 5 of the Challenger League. Season number 1 here. We are 4 days in, here on our 5th day here, looking to crown our first champion of the Challenger Series. Thus far, we've had some great competitors. There's been a lot of action inside the lobby. By no means can we count any of the top teams out, but some of the teams on the bottom by now are just going to be playing it for a little bit of showcasing themselves, maybe a final day performance to kind of say, hey, you know, we just didn't have the best of luck the first few days. They're looking to make a name here on Day 5, maybe Day 6, as we look forward to Droideka and Silencer finishing off the Challenger League here on Wednesday. Same time, different place. It'll be over on Code Red GG. Be sure to pay them lots of love on Wednesday in the finals. But for now, day number 5 here, as these teams have one last opportunity before the final day to start to make their games a little bit easier for the final day, as you hate to go into Day 6, the final day, with a lot of pressure on your back to kind of climb the charts here. So that being said, we'll see what is in store for right now. I'm going to get the leaderboard pulled up for you guys here real quick, just so we can kind of chat about that and see where things are going. And again, apologies there for the little bit of delay, but we're looking at CTK in first. That's 182 points. Team Rogue there following right behind with 123, and CTK being so high, this team right now is sitting at so many points here with Balance, Dank, CPT, as well as Pixel doing so well this time around. This is our top team. 4 chicken dinners amongst the games here from this team. 116 kills on the board here for CTK. And these guys are just unmatched inside this competition right now. They have really distanced themselves and put themselves in a different bracket, ready to kind of make themselves the champions of the league. Unfortunately for them, it's going to take a lot of, or fortunately for us to say, for a lot of other teams, it's going to take a lot of big games and a lot of bad games for CTK to actually get knocked out of first. So that being said, it's going to really put a lot of pressure for these teams if they do want to get first. But right now, second and third is definitely open for grabs. We have TR with 123 points holding down the second place position right now, and then TDT in third as they just jumped the board there. Both teams, TR jumps 3 spots, TDT jumps 1 in that last game of the week there on Wednesday with Droideka and Silencer. So you have literally these top 5 teams here with a very, very close gap of points right now. So that being said, everybody's kind of spread out. These teams have a very good spread amongst the map to kind of control where they want to play right now. This is one of the more general circles here that these teams are used to playing with. A lot of teams right off the bat, you can see, are already inside the zone, whether or not they be where they want to stop and potentially set up camp. But they are at least in a good spot to rotate and won't have to worry too much about other teams being in their general region. So rotation should be fairly easy. We shouldn't see too much loss upon that first phase shift. But that being said, I just want to see how TR, TDT, No Mercy, ATL, as well as CE a little bit. They're close. It's going to take some very strong games from CE today if they want to put themselves back into a contesting position for second and third. This team right here is just below the 100-point mark after the 16 matches played, and they're sitting at 96 points with ATL Esports right above them with 109. The remainder of the teams, No Mercy, they're in 4th with 115, is right below both TR and TDT with 123, as well as 121 for TDT. So again, you see how close them top 5 positions are and how there is so much still to play inside this zone. 4 matches today. We have 4 more matches still to come on Wednesday there. So with 8 matches still in play here for these teams, I'm really curious to see who's going to pop off tonight, as there is so much opportunity in this first circle, really not giving the favor to just any one team. No Mercy looks like they're sitting out here on the back. This is another team who's very high up top right now. One of our more experienced teams put together right here. But this team right now is getting a chance to finally showcase themselves to the lobby they are more fit for. As I know Keezy for the longest time has really tried to put together a squad that he can maintain and manage, you know, in a lobby that he feels comfortable in. I've seen this man for several times inside the bigger lobbies as well. The name Keezy always sticks with me. And again, he shows up, he does what he can. He's not necessarily one of the top contenders inside the league, but always learns something. I guarantee every time he goes into one of the competitions there. You can see his team's a little bit overstretched here out in the field. They're going for some shots. They are going to find Krang there on rotation. Great shots coming out there from No Mercy. And again, you can see the veteran players here on the team as to why they are doing so well. Confirm that kill right off the bat right there. No Mercy picks up 1 kill. And that is definitely a team that needs him. Here's FSI. They hear the shots down on the compound. They want to get aggressive on the third party, and they are going to set up here to potentially keep No Mercy there inside the buildings. Not a whole lot of vehicles there for No Mercy. As you can see, the dynamic just trying to feed some information. Another vehicle going to rotate right past, but I really don't think that No Mercy has a ton of vehicles to work with. I think they're all stuck here on foot as I kind of surround the compound here. You can see there's no vehicles in play for No Mercy, and it's really going to be a tough rotation with FSI sitting down here on the top, looking over the top down on him. Core as well, another team. They're not as high on the chopping block here, but MW right above him. Pup gets a chance to shoot across the way. He is going to spot out Groza, relieving some of the pressure there for Core. But Core did make their way into 8th position. They are actually in a very good position right under CE because the 6th, 7th, and 8th position are literally a point away from one another. So Core with 94 points is only 2 points off of CE. So again, it's really going to take any of these top 8 teams to kind of set up. Oh, Redmond, he's going to pull right past Bearkai. Doesn't even realize that he's here. Just ran right past him. Literally stops right on him. These guys are literally playing with one another. What? I don't even know what we're seeing. Redmond has no idea that that's Bearkai right there. Literally pulls up on him. That's the FPP game right there. You can see Bearkai will get inside the vehicle, steal that away from Redmond. And just like that, Core loses a player and a vehicle right there. No idea what Redmond's entire play was right there, but he stops literally right in the sight of Bearkai. Bearkai able to capitalize off a free point right there in Core. Just down to 3 members here, still looking for MW upon that rotation. But again, back to the kind of the catcher right now is I can't believe how close 6th, 7th, and 8th position are right now. Oh, Keys finds the opening knock on the FSI here on a different level. And he is going to start to pressure up the hill there. Pickle immediately getting picked up here from Almanator before No Mercy can find their way up the hill right now. And that's the best play coming out from FSI. They need to be scouting a little bit over the top. Vexed and Rogues have already made their way right-hand side here, literally in the face. Pickle is picked up. Dynamic trying to rat right. Kong gets the shots out. Is going to knock Vex, but it gets traded out instantly there from Rogues. Rogues will confirm. Hash comes over the top, finds Almanator as he goes to find Rogues on the trade out. It's not going to happen. 2 now down for FSI as Keys gets the 1v1 here with Dynamic. Is going to knock down Dynamic. 1 player left up for FSI. It's all up to Pickle. He gets the heal off. Hash has him spotted out. The shots come through. No knock just yet, and Hash will be able to trade out shots here. But Pickle just too good with that barrel. Leaves it up to Rogues here on an angle. Trades some shots. Pulls back now to go for the res. And it will be Hash to actually pull back for the res as well. 3 members for FSI have already been taken down. 2 confirmed. Dynamic still bleeding out. And it will leave it all up to Pickle. Pickle now pushing back as he will try to stick the res here on the Dynamic. Giving No Mercy all the time they need to perform both reses. Get the heals off. And now take the fight back onto FSI. Pickle's actually going to rotate away, thinking to maybe take his way away from the fight. He's got a 1v4 situation ahead of him if he wants to secure FSI any sort of kills as well as even placement. Dynamic now confirms he's got all 4 NM members there over the top of the hill. Hash is going to get dropped there, but Keezy, Vexed, as well as Rogues all there for No Mercy to trade FSI out instantly. Down in 15th. FSI, our first team down here in day number 5. LTR here with a nice little setup here right outside of GGM. They're in a good spot here inside the circle. Another team we expected to do well here, and this team can definitely have their moments. But for the time being, LTR is not even considered inside the top. Surprisingly enough here, this team sitting on the bottom 8, right outside of the top 8, and they should hopefully find some momentum here in today's games here with a little bit of a different shift there. No Mercy, able to find the kills they need. Who is going to be the next team to kind of showcase themselves and really wake up here on day number 5 to finally start finding that last bit of gas to finally find themselves in the position they are comfortable ending the tournament in. LTR is actually with 75 points, have a lot of makeup room here still to do. GG going to spot out rotating TR here. TR, one of our top teams, don't forget, looking to have a great day as well. Finishing off the day fantastically there for day number 4. Great commentary coming out there from Droideka and Silencer there in that last game. And this team right there, able to finally find a great spot in rotation. Not necessarily the most hardcover, but bunkers. They have information as far as where these teams are going. CE onto the pull-up. Some of our top teams, TDT needs to win this if they are going to have any sort of contending here inside the top 3 today. They get the first knock onto Supra. Temp on the bottom of the floor here, coming to trade out Jubilee as he comes down the floor. Temp is able to trade that out. Confirms the flush instantly right there as the res comes through. Down on the bottom floor right here. Outside of the house right there. Jads is going to get spotted out there from Moja. Red comes down the stairs there. Is going to spot out Temp. And now 2 players for CER down. The res from Super is going to come through. Moja still outside the window as Nebo tries to find some sort of cover down from the bottom floor. Red is at the top. Out the window. He's going to find his way in. TDT with 3 members down for CE. Able to reset. Have Supra pinned inside the top of the building right here. Really going to make it hard for him to make any sort of move here out of the position. The nades are going to come through, trying to delay the inevitable as Greggy may go down to that grenade as well. Red picks up that thirst right there, and that is going to be TDT, confirming 3 kills here on the CE, as Jad's no way for res there from Supra. Grenade comes out, no damage being done. Supra trying to survive. Red slowly but surely making his way up. The mollies come in through the window. He's out the back door. He's spotted out Muja, but the shots come through all too quick, and Supra will go down for CE, and another team there in 8th. They will continue to stay there in the bottom 8, hoping that the rest of the teams below and above them have literally not the greatest performance, but that is not how CE needed to start the day right there. TDT able to win that one out over another fight. That's going to be LTR getting into it with CTK. Finally, CTK, actually, I thought it was LTR on the trade. I was going to say, finally, LTR is able to find some sort of damage here onto the team, but it's going to be CTK ultimately actually to do the damage here. So, with that damage being done right now, LTR already down to 2. It's going to be both Drizz and Nuts over there on the end. As we have Pixel just kind of doing what he can here for CTK. They've already found 2. They're going to play the edge, though. We'll just kind of silently make their way here into this next zone. LTR there is at the edge of the zone. As you can kind of see, their position is keen. They've got a nice little spot there at the edge of the zone, and CTK may send it here and then decide to pull off from the fight. Phase 3 down there on the bottom right-hand side. You can see our circle. 2 teams there at the northwest side. That's going to be AGG and ATL there right outside of Pochinki, as LTR will avoid the pressure from CTK for now. Surviving as the 2-man, CTK able to capitalize on 2 kills out of that fight. Shots come through. Here's MW still trading it out here with Core. These 2 teams have not left each other alone here. They've literally been battling back and forth here from the hillsides. Neither team able to find another knock after the first knocks come through a little bit earlier. MW loses 1 on rotation, and then Bearkai able to find that 1 easy kill there onto Redmond. So still battling it out here from afar. These 2 teams will continue to just peacock shots across from one another, as well as find information onto the rotating teams here as they find their way into a Phase 3, which is not necessarily the worst circle, but we have Pochinki Hill. We have a lot of hill space here in this middle part of the circle here, so you're going to see a lot of teams start to kind of fan out and play the edge. TR in one of the only comfortable spots that is really going to be able to play inside of a zone like this with so many players and so many teams still alive. Nice little rotation from Tog. They are going to find a home right outside of Pochinki above TDT. As you can see, VR there on the hillside. They're starting to look down. They should have a little bit of information as to what's going on here in the fight. kind of making their way up and around the hill. Not quite inside the zone yet. They have Tog still right there if they are going to take this, but if they continue to wrap this way, they're going to walk right into TPE. TPE able to find some luck there in the last game of the night as well as the third game of the night there, so we'll have to see if they can carry their momentum as well. Few teams in the upper region that were really having great games throughout the tournament did not have the most fantastic games last week, so again, it didn't distance too many other teams too far from the pack, but right now we're really just hoping to see a lot of action from some of the bottom teams, top teams more secure, and again, this top 8 will get tighter and tighter as the day goes on. VR still making it away here. As you can see, they've managed to creep up here onto TPE's position. They're still at the edge of the blue. It's phase 3. That phase 4 damage is when it really starts to chunk. So slowly but surely, they need to be a little bit quicker here on this rotation, because once either TPE or Tog gets wind of this team walking in here from the back right there, it's pretty much going to be open fire onto VR, and it's going to be a lot more challenging than what they're experiencing now. There's Fox spotted out here from Cuenca. Bolty shot right past the head of Fox. Almost looks good right there. Is not going to find him. Trying to lead the shot right there. Is still a little bit behind Fox right there. It's not going to do the damage. Peluche is going to find Crow there walking right in right there. So TPE finds a knock right there. Gula looks right at Scummy. Traded out from Kiara. Thankfully enough that TPE, the one's there for the trade, is Cuenca. Drops down Taz. It's one member left up there for VR. Should be Fox on that rotation. Is inside the zone right there. But you can see TPE is going to spot him out right there. Getting the 2v1, trades out trades out Kiara for Fox. That is going to be it for VR. Late rotation coming out there on foot, and it is going to cost VR the game right there. TPE now trying to reset as they after they get the 2 reses here onto both Gula and Kiara. Tog on the pull-up, looking to survive and surround this team. Here we can see Davum going to pull up, using the UF back for some sort of support and cover. He is going to pull his way back, AK in hand, as the SLR comes out. The smoke being deployed. We'll look over to 6Z. He's got a nice little wrap here from the right-hand side. Should be able to catch TPE off guard if they're not aware of what's going on here. He's walking up slowly but surely. He's crouch walking, the grenade in hand. Going to get cooked up, tossed over towards TPE. And that was going to find a home right there onto Cuenca. Does some damage. 6Z now trending out. Finds the first knock. Looking to find another one. Spots Gula. Goes for the transfer on the spray right there to find Kiara. But Kiara is going to land those shots with the barrel to trade out 6Z. Flushes that out instantly, as they will just lose Peluche in that trade out. Tog now down to 2 as TPE with 3 left up. Cuenca going to have to stop to heal behind the UF after the pressure coming out there, I believe, from Team 15. They've got him pinned right now, giving Tog the opportunity to find their way in. This is now TPE's chance. After the pressure from Tog will land onto Team 15, and they're going to stop. The shots come through. But Frags ready to find Armanix all up to Davum. The UF ready to explode at literally any second. Gonna land, take Artemix with it right there, and that's gonna be left up to Davum for TOG. Shots coming through still from GG's. They're looking to find Gula. Gula able to find a way away from GGM. It's still back up to Davum inside the smokes. Frags really not sure what to do as Pyro has him spotted out behind the tree. The information being fed. He's gonna put the smoke up right there. We can see him through the smoke. However, Davum, continuing to try to be ballsy, makes his way up behind the tree. Literally one more shot would have sent him to the lobby there, and TPE just can't find the rotation in. Do go down in 12th right there. Stopping right there. You can see all the fireworks. TPE as the 3-man just gets dominated right there upon rotation. Over here on the fights, GGM just popping shots there into the smokes. Davum will finally fall to Shez right there, as we now have 10 teams remaining inside of this game. Core now falling to AGG, not even anywhere near this fight, as AGG finds their way off the north side of Pochinki down to Core's position, it looks like, and they are going to squad wipe right there, as a good shots coming out there from both Chiro and Zomber. Core just caught trying to pull up here. A lot of smokes in play, but it was not the position to be in. Now these teams, again, still fanning out on that outer edge of the zone right there. TR, yet again, the only team inside the zone. Teams will continue to just kind of walk their way in towards the edge of the zone, taking the fights as they come, whether it be the full squad or the one solo player here on the edge of the zone. This is the fights that you want to take in a zone like this. AGG is able to take a nice, comfortable position right outside the zone for now, as they will take the fight on the NW, potentially making their way up into the chopstick right outside of Pochinki there. MW not in as well, so they're waiting for MW to make the move forward. The smokes are in play. ATL over the top should be looking to find some sort of information out of this fight. As the shots come through from AGG, the grenade is in hand. They're going to get tossed inside the smoke. 1 and 2, that's going to be Bearkai and Speaker both falling to some fantastic grenades there from AGG. Well planned. The molly comes in to confirm as AGG just really not in a position to find their way out of the chopsticks here. ATL going to start looking now down onto the fight as Vamos will fall there for AGG. Shots come through. That's going to be No Mercy here down on the bottom. Keezy finding another one there as he goes for the res behind the vehicle. It's just not the right time nor the right place. Vexed. Can he do something for No Mercy as Taro makes his way back to AGG, tries to go for the res, but hops inside the vehicle. In the meantime, AGG cleaning up their kills there onto MW, as that's going to be Sada finding both the confirmations on the Speaker and Bearkai. Groza, the last member, is still up there for the squad. Peppered shots come out there from Hash and Vex. No Mercy finding another 2 out of the trade out here. And if AGG falls, that's going to be another few kills in the bag for No Mercy. And this is the game of the night right here. If they can start to secure their position closer and closer into second and third. Well played so far from No Mercy, but the game is not over. 7 teams still ahead of them if they want to claim a chicken dinner for the victory. AGG is able to get all the reses inside the smoke as Taro performs 1. Zomber gets the other, and that's going to be AGG back up to the full 4 here. Now looking to take the fight yet again with No Mercy. No Mercy should have capitalized seconds ago on that fight right there. However, they've just been sitting here on top of the hill, really not moving forward right there, and that's going to now be another 4v4 fight that they have to take with AGG, which could have easily been a 4v2. Pressure coming out from all over, just kind of popping up the map here. We're looking CTK making their way towards LTR, TDT, and GGM kind of hanging out towards the top there as Vex will find a knock there onto Sada. You have Rokes looking in this direction, make sure nobody walks up there from the right-hand side. And the rest of No Mercy is focused on the fight here with AGG. I like the IGL, and that's coming out right now. The positioning, the plays, the calls right now from No Mercy are playing fantastic. Before the fight is over, LTR with just 1 member left up. It's going to be nuts. Drizz has already fallen. CTK will trade out 1, and that's Balance falling, but he's inside the zone. The res will come through, and CTK takes down LTR, finishing the fight that they started a few moments ago. It is now 4 kills in the bag as LTR all falls to the hands of CTK, our top team in the Challenger League. TR finally some pressure looks like they're going to get from ATL. Let's actually watch No Mercy and AGG kind of reset. They've lost 1. They've traded out shots. AGG down to the 3. No Mercy still with 4 up. And they're really in a great position if they can find their way into this next zone. But however, they are the last team to actually make position inside this zone. Aside from AGG right there, it's just they do come through. Shots from Zomber are trying to find No Mercy in the rotating vehicle, but it's not looking like that's going to be likely. They find a way around the tree onto TR's position. Steady driving around, and after such great calls from the team right now, really not sure what they want to do here. Just kind of driving around aimlessly, finding a bowl to finally play in. No Mercy pulls out right outside of TR's position. Shots from the top there, as that's going to be a CTK GG fight right here. And can we say GG's to the GGM boys right here? As Balance going to find 1 traded out here from Pyro. That AUG just too slick sometimes. CPT and Dank, the last member's up for CTK, as he will stand up here after getting the med kit off right there. Has the spray onto Pyro. Pyro takes the heady. A second one falls to the body as now Pyro falling for GGM. Dank will stop to stick the res here, and that's going to leave it up to CPT after 1 member confirmed right there. It's going to be CTK still with 3 up, looking to confirm the final 2 members of GGM. Shez should have been spotted out right there. The dead zone not being seen right there. Shez still making his way, not seen by CPT. Spots out Reeks, however. Good shots traded out right there. And that is going to be AGG also in the distance, falling there in 7th. Shez, the last member up here. As shots come through from Dank. Balance is back up, full healed up. But still, no knock coming through. GGM with just 1 up. Now the Molly in play, as it is going to find a home. Should land right behind Shez, but the shots just not enough. And the Molly does no damage, but Dank from the side takes down Shez. And GG's to the GGM boys. TR now falling as well, as they will fall there in 5th. Following the GG boys right there. TDT just too quick on the pull-up, and AGG cannot find a home inside of Phase 6. 4 teams remain, as we now have TDT, ATL, CTK, our top challenger team, and then No Mercy looking to take the crown away from this team. Battling it also out with TDT, looking to find their both secured positions inside of 2nd and 3rd position. Nice knock coming out there from X-Ray. That's the A-dub in play right there, but the res is instantly in play here for No Mercy, and that's now 9 kills for No Mercy inside the top 4. The res will come through, still leading that with 4 players up. We have a lot of strong teams here. 4, 4, 3, and a 3 here, so really not any team you can count out at this point until the knocks start to come through and dwindle the numbers out for these teams, as Vex will spot out CPT. Good shots come through. Not enough to find the knock. He will pull back here into the little bowl. No Mercy still having to make the rotation and really not in the best play outside the edge of the zone. TDT, after winning the fight there with TR, has the bowl and has the dips here inside the trench right there to play from right now. So they are in one of the best positions with ATL at their heels. Very, very slow. Very, very what do you want to call it? Paced game right here. It's very just kind of counted out here for these last few zones here. Phase 7 still yet to close right here, as it will be closing in the next 10 seconds. Phase 8 will pop, and then we'll have our final circle of the night, kind of deciding whether or not maybe the game and who's going to take it. Right now, it's still kind of up for grabs here with TDT and ATL kind of both being there at the edge of the zone. If ATL gets love one more time right there, or excuse me, if TDT gets love one more time inside that position right there, could easily go to TDT, but also with CTK here on the outside, these teams are just ready to third party, and they're going to have to hope that both the teams fight, and it is going to be kind of a civil war. They've got, a battle on this front and then a battle on that front up there, and maybe not civil, definitely maybe not for the word here, but CTK will lose one. Balance trying to find No Mercy. Vex shots come through. Balance finds one. Is Dank going to find another? No, Balance barely misses that last shot as Rogues with 1 HP able to hang tight, getting the heal off there as CTK with just one member left up. It's going to be Dank. Can he survive for the team there after finding the knock on to Vex? Vex does not look like he's going to get confirmed right there, as it looks like CTK will lose 2. Shots come through the smoke trying to find Dank, but he's going to find his way up the hill. As Keezy still not able to confirm. Dank now finding his way up towards the blue right there. Spotted out from Keezy. The shots come through from all around. Keezy with the last bullet does find Dank right there. CTK falls in 4th. And now that's 12 kills in the bag here for No Mercy. Rogues goes down for a second time, as it looks like No Mercy will pull off the smoke already in play. And that res stuck. No Mercy. The team play coming out from this team today is fantastic. Every res has a smoke. Every knock is instant on the res. And these teams are trading out shots for knocks like it is literally their day job. Well played here from No Mercy thus far inside of day number 5 here in the Challenger League. ATL still on the front now after it's just one team over there. No Mercy has a huge amount of breathing room. They'll be able to just kind of pace it for the time being and wait for both ATL and TDT to make the win. After I say that, Chirik with a great angle finds the knock on the keys. Again, that res shouldn't be in play the way that No Mercy has been doing it, but TDT getting a chance to kind of watch what ATL does here, as ATL slowly but surely does damage onto No Mercy. Really not enough to actually be substantial at this point, but again, No Mercy will be careful on the peaks from now on. ATL just continuing to look up. TDT letting it happen. I think Red is slowly but surely making his way here for TDT. You can see him there just outside the position. Again, you can see Nebo right there as well. A couple other of the ATL players have kind of positioned out of the bunker now, as Chirik finds his way to the BRDM. We're waiting to see which team moves first. Is it TDT or ATL? Is ATL already on the read? They beat TDT to the actual next part of the circle. Aside from Nebo, neither player really having to take the fight just yet, but the Phase 8 is going to be super chaotic. X-Ray will get taken down by the zone. Maybe he lagged out right there. Unfortunate there for ATL. They are going to lose one. The zone confirms that one as well, so no points given away. In the meantime, the Molly just above Dape as he tries to find his way in. It's going to be Chirik, Dape, and Dape a one love here, really trying to make an impression for ATL, and this is a game that they definitely need to have if they're looking to be consistent for the day and to put themselves up into the top 3 position. The push coming out from Chirik. Shots come down there from No Mercy as he finds his way behind the BRDM. Able to spot out Moja. Can't line the shots up. Chirik with a little bit of a whiff right there. Moja gets a second chance at life as he meets Red there at the door outside the BRDM. Traded out. Flushed instantly. Great shots coming out there from TDT. And it's just Dape one love still up for ATL. Good shots coming out from No Mercy. Able to find Dape on the other angle there, as it's now just one love trying to survive. The blue zone will be on his back as No Mercy from the top, looking to confirm their first chicken dinner of the night here. Keezy gonna find Nebo right there. Good shots coming out there from NM yet again. One Love over the top, trying to confirm those kills, just cannot find the head or the body of any of the TDT members. Grenade in play, he's gonna drop the smoke. The res does come through, so TDT back up to 3 as No Mercy has made their way to the center of this circle right there. That's going to be TDT with the smokes being out. Dape One Love just doing everything he can to play patient and stay alive inside the smoke as more utilities still being deployed out right there. The M79 starting to launch some smokes. One Love smoke does deplete, and he will fall for ATL out there in third. Down to just our top 2 teams as the util does come out. The stuns are in play, but the shots come through. He's thinking it's Keezy shooting at him. Vex is so confused where the shots are coming through, but great shots from Moja through the smoke, able to get Vex a little confused right here. Moja will now knock down Roach as he's Nebo confirmed down there for Keezy. Good shot from Vex through the smoke. Find another knock there on the TDT Red. Moja, last member up there, gets the heal off inside the smoke as the swarm comes through from No Mercy. Spotted out from both Keezy and Vex. Another few shots from the AUG diminish TDT's hopes for the victory. 17 kills and the victory for No Mercy. That is absolutely what they showed there in game number 1 of the night. If this is the performance they will be bringing tonight, I am so excited to deliver the rest of these 3 games. Great game there for No Mercy in game number 1 as TDT comes in second and ATL there in third. See you guys back here for game number 2 here in just a bit. right, everybody, and here we are. Welcome back to the Challenger League, day number 5 here, game number 2. Back with your host, CC Exclusives here. Here we are for another exciting match over the top of Miramar after a fantastic game from No Mercy right off the bat there. A game they desperately needed here for the day here. In 4th place, starting off the day with 115 points. Winning the first game of the day. That's 27 points added to No Mercy's total to bring them to a total of 142. 142 points there for No Mercy. Put them above TR, put them above TDT. And after the first game of the night, literally No Mercy walks away in 2nd place. Now, the pressure is on for them to keep the performance up and to hold that 2nd place, as the team's well aware of what No Mercy can do. The target should be painted on their back and not for me to do it for them. But if you're a smart comp player here and you see a team like that so close, you just need to start thinking about tactics right now and really starting to think of position. FSI is going to get a little bit of a hot drop here as they take Chumacera. That's going to be LTR's original birthplace here. This is a spot they drop often here, so LTR well aware of the terrain as well as how to take these fights here. So FSI needs to be careful how they approach this fight against LTR here, especially after being the first team eliminated in game number 1. Really don't want to see this team go down relatively too early in game number 2 there. Swift, thanks for the follow, man. LTR, good luck to you guys out there. Good luck to the remainder of the teams out there as well. But Swift, thanks for the follow, my man. Ooh, a little bit of a hot drop here. That's actually not really a hot drop. It's a 1v1 there with Sada and Krang. MW loses yet another player right off the bat here early on in game number 2. Is AGG able to confirm that one? TPE has some sort of visitation with AGG going on right now inside of San Martin. You've got Vamos, Zomber, and Taro all here for AGG, looking to slowly take the fight here with TPE. TPE is a nice 2-2 split here. Should be able to take whatever fight does come their way. AGG wants to keep it long range, it looks like, as they've got 3 spread it out. And then you got Sada there over the top, kind of looking down, potentially able to feed information for the AGG squad here. So I like the information from Sada that he's able to provide from up top. Just doesn't seem to be kind of utilizing for right now. I think he's still finding some loot at the moment right now. There really is no real pressure for AGG. Continues to look back every now and again to make sure that there's really nothing to inform AGG about. But nice little spread. They find 1 kill. They've got a nice power position. They are not inside the zone yet, but not a lot of teams are along with them. So be a nice early rotation from these teams. They'll be looking to find their way here up, potentially into Trailer Park. This is a finish I know that a lot of the PC casters look forward to. Matchroom being one of those. This is like the circle that Matchroom would love to cast. Anytime that I come in and this is a potential circle for Matchroom to cast, he is all about finding this Trailer Park finish. We really don't see any finishes up in this general region of the map. So really a lot of not necessarily unplayable, but unseen parts of Miramar here. So the potential for a finish here is there. A lot of unplayable here down in the southwest side of the circle, but VR off the drop in a great spot, playing the position there at the edge of the map right there. GGM, they're in a great spot, as well as Pozo could potentially be our finish here, or the Pozo Fields with a hard south shift right there. But again, a very viable chance that it does pull back down there towards Pozo as well as the fields there. Alcantara, never really seen inside of any competition games. Not a single team landing up in that general vicinity there. And to be completely honest, I haven't seen a plane path up on this north end of Miramar here really take it down the south end like in ages. I don't even know if they fixed it or if there's a potential for this finish, but it would be nice to see a circle like that, as well as a plane path like that inside of this kind of competition. TPE still here with AGG. No real fighting still happening amongst these two teams right there. Sad is still looking down upon the fight. Really, again, no information to be fed. Has them kind of spotted out. Again, shots will come through, and TPE, if not in the right spot, may not be able to get the res here, but with how close they are to one another, should be able to secure whatever res does come through. But Tog, looking like they're getting into it. There's No Mercy setting up for what they do best here on rotation. They are going to find Artemix there. Look like he almost made it away there. Barely gets taken down out of the vehicle right there, but Tog will lose 1 right there after finally getting the in-game leader in. I know Tog was a 3-man game number 1. They get their 4th man in, and now it's just back down to 3 right off the bat. Couple of teams making the rotation in. You can see Jad's finding a home there for CE. He's going to find his way right around ATL, so he's going to find a nice little compound there for them to play. As you can see, ATL kind of pulling up there. They'll be just shy of C's position, a little bit more to the north, right outside of Pozo's position. ATL with 2 vehicles now able to secure this as Sherrick will pull up with a 3rd. This would be a great play coming out there from ATL. Nice little compound inside the center of the zone. High ground above a lot of teams there. And there's AGG. They are going to get into it with TPE. 2 members have fallen. Guenka and Gula both taken down here. As we can see, it's going to be the res potentially. Oh, no, Thurston already. They might have even gotten in the vehicles right here. You can see Peluche taken down as well after a great first game from TPE. Able to find some good points, good placement points, good kills. Now potentially ready to be the first team eliminated as Sata from the top does a lot of damage here. Great angles. They're trying to survive from one front and then really can't find angles away from the top angle of Sata right here. AGG's pressuring from one side there right in front of their face right there, and Sata from the top is just delivering so much pain, so much hurt on the TPE. Zomber slowly but surely finding his way into the building of the last remaining member of TPE. It's going to be Kiara there at the top right there as Zomber plays it nice and slow. Cooks the grenade out, going to whip it up towards the top. Kiara needs to get into that back room. Ooh, the grenade. Did he put it away or did he even toss it? Okay, must have just put it away. They're trying to get Kiara more of it as where the information at. The grenade will come through. There's a gas can right there. If that gas can gets lit up, does it actually make its way to the gas can? That could have been easy play right there for Zomber right there. But he's going to get the stun and play. The damage is done onto Kiara. No knock, but Vamos through the window spots him out. What an angle right there. Well played from AGG. 4 kills on the board, and TPE will fall there in 15th. FSI finding some damage here on the core. Core on the pull-up. It looks like they may lose out to FSI. They've already lost 1. Ads lining up here. Ads will trade out for Pickle. Able to spot him out over the ridge right there. Ninja's coming up right now. Is going to get spotted out from the back. Pickle now taken down for FSI. And Kong down from the side. Gets Ninjas down to 1 HP. But is instantly taken down there from Ads core. Now with 3 FSI members down. Not looking great thus far. Eliminated the last member up for FSI. Starting to pressure forward. Is thinking about getting on the bike. And he will make his way onto the bike as he gets onto the bike to make potential points for FSI. Driving right past CTK. Ali, can you make it, my man? Ooh, it's so sketchy right now, man. It's not looking great for Alminator, but Ali is somehow going to find his way away from both CTK and Core there at the top of the hill. And Alminator able to live another day there for FSI. That is going to be still 13 teams remaining as he hangs on with barely a chance for survival. CTK isn't going to pressure that. Core not pressuring that, so we'll see how long we do get to see FSI stick on in this competition. Rough game for quite a few teams here. Game number 2, really not having the best start. Quite a few players have already been lost. We're down to 45 before Phase 1 has even closed. And that right there is just a tough position for teams to be in. Vamos scouting out position right now. Starting to look for a potential home for AGG so they can't stop. They're going to drive right out of San Martin into the next zone right there. Vamos will just play for edge for right now as AGG kind of has this opportunity for the time being. Come back to the leaderboard once it does update here. Still looking at these teams right there after No Mercy's victory there. TDT finds some points as well inside the top. They are going to stay in 3rd over TR as they just needed a few points. TR finds some sort of points, but they are taken down inside a great spot in Pochiki, taken out by, I believe it was ATL who took over their position right there. Or no, it was TDT to actually take over the position. So TDT takes down the team they need to inside game number 1 to potentially put themselves in a great spot as CE falls just short. They're right outside of getting into that top position yet again. But all teams up top, both TR, TDT, and No Mercy, have a great first game to secure their spots in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th as ATL falls a little bit short. CE looking to get another chance here in this game as they're right outside the edge of the zone right here. looking on to VR, who again had a late rotation in game number 1, again in phase 2, seemingly caught out of the circle again. Now making an early rotation, but the early rotation not working out from no tires taken out just yet, so VR getting a chance to actually make their way in, as they will find their way down off the mountaintop. That's going to be CE still looking down to potentially find a knock on the VR here, but really, it's about a 300 distance shot right there, so he's going to have a huge lead. He's trying to lead it right. The bullets are landing right past it, but just not able to connect. VR will get a free rotation, and they'll be one of the first teams to actually shift into this northern part of the zone. After that, shift does potentially take out, or excuse me, does take out all of the unplayable right there. It shifts it up north. Pozo now out. The field's now out. And we have a completely opposite shift of what we had potentially thought. So the southern shift not in play. The northern shift, however, is exactly where we're heading. Alcantara still in play right there. But again, it will be pushed out come next zone. And then we'll see potential for a crater field finish here with MW setting up, thinking that this is exactly where it could go. Don't want to get caught inside the bowl just in case. It does not finish crater field. They'll sit on top of the rocks here, potentially gatekeeping whatever team does fall into that kind of rhythm right there. Vamos spotting out Groza, waiting for the potential stop right here. As soon as Groza sets up for some shots right here, Vamos is going to take that down with the K9. Again, that's the potential, the power of the Bolty. Waits for him to stop, is going to find the body shot just shy of the head right there. Groza able to pull back. Bearkai spotted out right past his head as AGG Vamos trying to find a few more kills, as they've already found 5 here early on in game number 2. TDT and No Mercy rotating down here on the bottom. Again, these two teams inside of our top 3 looking to find a great spot inside of phase number 3 once it does decide to pop, but rotating right behind a lot of other teams. TR right ahead of this team, and it's odd enough that you see how similar these 3 styles of play are, and it's really working out. They're all managing to find top placement, top kills, and with identical play styles. I'm very, very kind of intrigued to go watch some of the VOD back and watch some of the rotating plays from these teams, see where they drop, see where they rotate, because it interests me the fact that they're kind of following one another on their rotations, on their drop spots. They're very, very close to one another, but yet they all end up inside at least the top 8 teams. So you just have to pat yourself on the back right here for TR, No Mercy, and TDT, just kind of finding that position and that kind of placement consistently here. TR will stop. Shots coming down. They're going to find Crow for VR as Viper and Philly trade them out, both with the Bolty and that SK. VR now going to keep their heads potentially down and inside the building right there. TR on the bike. That's the full send. I think Merlin thinking he's going to pull up on her. That's Philly actually regrouping with Skunky. They'll hold the 2-2. Another 5 seconds to the phase shifts, and if it's in play, I think the crash from TR is almost inevitable. And it is still in. TR will be on the edge of the zone right there. VR inside the next position that TR could potentially play from. They could easily sit where they're at with Viper and Merlin kind of anchoring that spot at the edge of the zone, or they could push on to VR's spot here. We'll have to wait and see what he does have in store. FSI making his way in. That's Ali able to find his way right here. Casts the bike there for potential rotation if a team does pull up, but he's just going to play quiet for right now. Can FSI snake out a few more points here after losing all 3 players here? 13 teams still remain. ATL just outside of his position, as well as CE there as well. Both these teams will be popping shots over the top of him. He's going to feel like it's a World War III or something right above his head, hearing shots pop back and forth if these teams do fight. But if he keeps his head down, should be able to at least live through the battle. TOG being one of the only teams there at the north end of the circle. After losing 2 players there early on. It's Davum, an in-game leader, still up for TOG right there. No Mercy still got to kind of play it slowly but surely, finding their way into the edge. Not as high kill of a game this time around from No Mercy. Only 1 kill on the board right here from the team. A little bit slower pace, and I think they're right now just trying to maintain the momentum of being inside the top 8. So I respect the play from No Mercy, not getting overconfident after a great game. Sometimes it's position, sometimes it's the fact that you guys found the loot that you wanted, but No Mercy just not getting too overextended and being like, hey, we just got the dub, let's continue to full send it, let's get it, let's do this, let's do that. They are literally just playing patient. They're finding their way into this next zone very methodically, and you just have to respect that coming out from a team that just had a 17 kill victory. Now to just sit there with just 1 kill and slowly but surely finding their way in the zone. It's a little bit different style of play from No Mercy in this game right now. CE's doing what they can, trying to find the knock onto them as they rotate, but they will be able to make the rotation free and clear. TDT should be the next team to potentially get these shots as they're driving directly towards them. Hash will pull around. Shots do come through, but the knock potentially not there, as he will be able to find at least home right now behind the side, behind that trailer park, as the trailer park finish is going to get pushed out right here. GGM and CTK getting into it here at the bottom as we just wait for this TDT fight to kind of break out there. We will pay some love here over to CTK as well as GGM. We've seen this fight happen last time. It was CTK to come out on top. This time around, it looks like an even trade. Shez, the only member left up for GGM after losing both Pyro and Frags. They're still safe for Rez, as inside the smoke, excuse me, I believe they're going to go for that Rez right there. Dank coming up with the pressure is going to get spotted out from Shez. Could have easily had all 3 players for GGM in the bag, but Dank taken down as the Rez instantly going on to Frags, so he does not bleed out right there. Shots coming through from afar, trying to steal the kill out there from GGM, but Shez will confirm. Dank will fall. CTK gets the Rez at least onto 1 player right there, and that's going to be CTK with just 2 up. As Frags gets rezzed here from Shez. Pyro still bleeding out. GGM about to be back up to 3 members strong. CTK waiting on the side of the hill. Good shots coming from afar. That's MW trying to do the damage here. So my way looking like they can at least potentially third party this fight. Really no damage to be done at that distance, but they're going to continue to pop those shots, look for the damage here, and steal those kills away. But it is going to be Speaker pretty much doing the damage. CPT just took a lot of it, but CTK still standing up there at the edge of the mountain. Will have to now make the rotation in as phase 4, closing in another 15 seconds. Potentially moving these teams here into this next zone. Alminator as well as ATL and CE still coexisting there on that south end of the zone, as it does not push either of the 3 teams out of that zone. CTK, however, still going to have to slowly but surely make their way in with GGM back up to the full 3. CTK really needs to be careful because any further extension for them will give visual to GGM before they come down off the mountain and potentially give easy kills there to GGM after the fight between those 2 teams kind of dwindles out and comes to a dull. Back on to AGG, able to find 6 kills again. Very, very quiet here as we've only lost 4 players in a matter of about 10 minutes after the chaotic phase 1 right there. Shots from Supra on the side right there. Going to find ads right there for Core. So you have Core, GGM with the pressure over there. And I'm not even entirely sure why they're potentially looking over here. But the res already in play for Core. Looks like it is going to be good. Redmond will now fall to ATL as ATL looking towards Redmond's position. Ninja's still out right there as ads will fall to Dave right there. It's just 1 member left up for Core. Ninjas, can you find your way into this next zone as you have all of ATL kind of scouring your position? GGM there as well. If you do find your way away from ATL, it's not looking great there for Ninjas. Shots coming through all around there. That's going to be TR getting into it with AGG. The crash comes through. 2 players already down for AGG. It's left up to Vamos as well as Zomber. The heal is in play right here as Zomber makes his way back there a little bit too far away from Vamos. Shots from the back from MW. Do some damage on the Vamos, but Philly over the top come through, confirmed with a little bit of help there, not only from Viper, but from Merlin as well. But Merlin does fall right there as it will get the res. TR will be back up to 4 players strong. 3 kills on the board right there as Tog comes up onto the backside right here, looking to potentially take this fight. Still 13 teams remains. We have a lot of solo players, duos, and 3-mans left up. As I say that, No Mercy, our winners of game number 1, will fall there in 12th place. Not a whole lot of points or placement at all for that team right there. So No Mercy, after a great first game, will just dwindle down there. MW, after still looking on this fight as well, looking to find their way onto VR's position. Actually, this is where I wanted to be a second ago right there, as VR should be able to keep this up. MW finds the first knock. Fox looking in the back. Taz is taken down right there. Speaker will pull back to get the heal off. Groza peeks up over the top with the Scar 3 times. But the M4 just better. Groza will fall right there. Great spray coming out from Fox as Speaker comes up to trade out the knock. Just not there. Fox able to find his pressure up as the reload comes through from Speaker. Fox will fall. MW hangs on barely, winning that fight there against VR. But it is going to be Bear Kai and Speaker to come out on top. The res for Groza is going to be good, and Tog will fall right there as well to TR, as TR is able to stop them on their pull-up. Well played there from TR. TR finally coming alive here. This is the TR we've seen in game number 4. And if they continue to play right, this may just see a victory here. Game number 2 on Miramar. FSI still out there existing. ATL taking the knock from Chiric, but the res is in play and he's back on his feet. CTK has already found 1, now 2. And there's going to be the 2 members for CTK trying to find 3 kills before they go out here any further. Great grenade from Pixel will confirm. Groza all up to speaker right there. As you can see, both 2 players from CTK finding their way into this Phase 5 zone as Phase 6 slowly but surely will come into play right here. Speaker does not want to move forward. As soon as he does, we'll have to deal with both CPT as well as Pixel. Shots from the back come through right now. That's going to be GG as Speaker taking the opportunity to get his way into this next zone. That right there was the perfect opportunity, and Speaker does exactly that. Speaks up on the fact that I need to get the hell out of here and move into the next zone. Great shots coming out there from GGM. That is enough for Speaker to make his way, and now just needs to keep his head down because GGM isn't just not going to take shots at him as well. There it is. Speaker is going to get spotted out, not from GGM, but from the remaining CTK players. That's 3 now on the board for CTK. AGG, Zomber, the solo player. FSI, Almond, the solo player. 2 solos there for the teams as CE falling to TDT. That's Thames confirmed. Good shots coming out there from Jads. No, he's not going to find him right through the legs and the arms of TDT. No damage actually being done on the Nebo. As still 4 up for TDT. There on the edge of the wall. Muja from a different angle finding TR. You have both TR on the left hand of TDT and then CE on the right. ATL walking up onto the backside of CE's position. They're looking on GGM, but they also have CE right in front of them. Here it comes through Sherrick. Slow it down, brother. You have GGM popping shots at you guys from the back. I know you want to confirm this fight with CE, but you're taking 2 fights potentially right now. It may just be better off to take the fight with GGM. You can see Viper close as well here for TDT. TDT shots coming down. That's going to be CE and TDT getting eliminated amongst one another. Jads has fallen super down, confirmed as well. The knock on Amuja is good as Jads will get confirmed right there. TDT finds 3 of CE. It's just Greggy left up inside the shack. The res for both TDT members not in play. Moja will get picked up here, but however, it is game over for Red TDT now with just 3 members left up as they go for the res inside the smoke. A grenade comes down from Greggy trying to confirm, but just not there. Greggy spots him out. Shots come through, but he will fall to Nebo. Over here on another front, TR still trying to reset. Gets the res onto Skunky as it will be Moja falling to Jads right there. TDT with just 1 left up. They were not able to get the res in time as, man, this circle is all kinds of hectic. There it is going to be Nebo and Jubilee left up here for TDT. 11 kills on the board, now matching No Mercy here in their first game. It's just 2 players left up, though, so really not the strongest finish for this team. 6 teams now remain 5 ahead of them. ATL to their right, Alminator to their back for FSI. Still inside the top placement. Good shots coming out there from Merlin from the bottom. Nice little wrap from the 2, but Philly over the top. The pressure coming through. Does Alminator peek up over the top and steal some of these kills? Shots come through. That's from ATL. Shots from Alminator from the bottom, but no, it's Merlin to confirm the kill. But Alminator opens up, trying to find the knock on Merlin, but it does not come through. We'll have to pull back here. Now finding his way around here towards GGM. GGM does some damage not only onto ATL, but also onto TR. All types of damage from this team right now with just 3 players up. Pyro finding another one for ATL as TR walking on to the position of ATL. Should be able to find these knocks. No, they're stopping to get the res. So it will slow down that fight. Frags, in the meantime, though, will walk up onto ATL's position. You can see him slowly but surely finding his way onto the back as Alminator can't find his way further into this fight. FSI down in 5th there. The amount of intensity and action that these teams have brought inside of these 2 games has been fantastic. Thank you guys for showing up, all 15 teams. The amount of heart and delivery of the action you guys are bringing is fantastic right now. Literally fantastic. Thank you guys to the 15 teams inside this lobby. Pay much love to your teams and much love to yourselves. Good shots coming out from X-Ray. Trade now going to transfer the spray down onto Pyro. Let's go, X-Ray. As Sherrick finds the confirmations there, that's going to be X-Ray. 2 players down there as GGM should be saying GG's yet again here. Now it's to the 2 members of ATL here. Sherrick has the 2v1 with Shez. Over the top comes X-Ray, but it's Shez the beast for GGM, able to find the place. Does he get on the bike instead? No, he's going to stick the res here. Shots come through. Shez with the 1v1. Viper from the side takes down Shez, and it's now 3 teams left up as CTK inside the top 3. Looking to confirm the fight here onto ATL. TR with 4 up. This should be their game to win. Skunky spotted out. Shirk will trade 1, finding Merlin. Merlin there with the trade out. Will knock down ATL in 3rd. Now 2 teams remain as TR sticking the res there, still with 4 players left up inside of Phase 7. Viper looking to get the information that he needs on the CTK, as CTK with just a few kills finds their way here now into 2nd as our top team of the Challenger League. Not a whole lot of points, not a whole lot of finesse from this team today, but again, it's enough to keep their possession and their climb up the charts right here. With such a big gap coming into the day, CTK really doesn't have a whole lot to actually worry about. CPT trying to line the shots up here onto Philly. From the side comes shots from TR, but not able to find the knockdown. In return is going to be Pixel, but still not enough damage to trade out a knock right there, as Pixel over the top is going to spot out Viper. Goes for the shots onto Philly, but all in time. There is just too much coming out there from afar. CJ, the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, you Welsh of a guy right there? Thanks for dropping in, Siege. Clumsy, hope you're doing well out there, love. Thank you so much for stopping in, the 2 of you guys, and anybody else out there chilling in the chat, lurking. Thank you all for being here as we look to close this match number 2 here on Miramar. Is it CTK or is it TR to come out on top? TR has thrown several games like this, and I don't want to throw them under the bus, but I've seen TR in a situation like this lose all too many times. And there goes the knock onto Merlin. Now with the 2v3 in play, CTK trying to set up Skunky. Why are you not healing? Why are you still at 10 HP? What are you doing? I don't know if he has any meds. What is TR going there? Finally gets the first aid off after being at about 10 HP for about 10 minutes. TR can't get the rest here on the Merlin in time. No, he will bleed out. TR down to 3 now as CTK looking to potentially get the upset onto TR here. Viper in the same position. Shots come out from CPT. Now trying to find Viper in Merlin's position. The knock does not come through. Making his way down and around here. CTK and TR both in great equal positions inside Phase 7. The Phase 8 shift could potentially favor one team or the other, but we'll have to wait and see in another 15 seconds where it does decide to pop. Smoke's coming in the back right there. CPT just trying to make sure he has a way out of the fight here if he does get caught. There it is. CPT is going to spot out Viper over the top. He's got to be careful that Skunky doesn't have a visual on him. You see him creeping, but I think Skunky looking towards the position of Pixel, giving this 1v1 fight here with CPT. Again, shots coming through there from Pixel as we hop off the fight right there. Here's what we can see here from the top. You can see closer and closer. TR making their way there. Shots do come through from the Viper barrel, but Barrel is just not able to find the shots right there as Viper will pull back through the smoke. CPT looking to fire some random shots again through the smoke. Can we see another knock of craziness through the smoke right there? I don't believe we will as Viper pulls back. Pixel still hanging tight there behind the shack. Philly and Skunky barely inside the zone right there. Will give power position to potentially Viper as well as CPT, but a lot of teams kind of sitting, playing on the edge right here. Oh, good shot from Philly. That's the knock that TR needs. Now the pressure should full send onto CPT. No doubt. No way he goes for the res right now. It is going to literally be impossible. But he's got a 1v3 situation. The utils, the grenades in play, trying to confirm Pixel right there, and that's pretty much game over for him. It's a 1v3 situation for CPT. Now, Philly will confirm Pixel. Shots come through from CPT. His position is compromised as it is now almost game over. CPT looking to deny potential points right there as this is a team very, very close to them right there. Good knock from CPT. Finds Viper. Now he'll be able to wrap his way around. He has to be careful that he doesn't give visual away to any of the members there from TR, but he's going to confirm the kill here, I think, in time before getting flushed out. CPT finds another one there. That's CTK with 6 kills. Now with the 2v1 here with Skunky. Shots come through onto Skunky, but Philly just too quick with the return. TR with the first victory for themselves of the night after finding the final victory in day 4. That is a 12 kill and a 22-point game for TR. Well played as CTK falls to the spray of Philly. Our top team now down to TR as TR continues to climb their charts, making sure that they can potentially pick up maybe a first place if they can continue to keep shutting down CTK in fights like that. Well played from TR. They're in game number 2 as we take a break. See everybody back here for game 3 back on Airgale. And hey, what's going on, guys? Here, just want to take some time in between games here to send a shout out here to all you guys here. Do hang out in the chat there. I appreciate you guys who do stop in and pay some love here to the channel, pay some respects here. It is definitely appreciated. Definitely does not go unnoticed here. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. All the teams here. So all you 15 teams who have showed up to the Challenge League, these are new and upcoming teams here. We've got LTR, CE, FSI, VR, No Mercy for NM, TDT, the Dream Team, MW, My Way, TPE, AGG, the core boys right there. You can see TR as well, who is a little bit more well-known. ATL, TOG, CTK, who was our champions thus far, who will contest these guys, as well as GGM. I really appreciate all these teams, all the captains taking the time to make sure that your guys' teams and that is on time. It is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guys' host, along with Droideka and Silencer. It honestly has been a pleasure to take care of you guys here. With them 60 players in the lobby, let's wait no longer. Get this lobby started up. But again, I just wanted to pay some love, pay some respects out to you guys who are hanging out in the chat there as we set this third lobby up here, starting the match over on Erangel. Guys, it's honestly a huge pleasure for me to be able to do this for you guys. If you guys are lurking in the chat, if you guys are just hanging out, feel free to hit the lurk command, the exclamation point lurk. Feel free to use other commands there. There is a list of commands for you guys to use to just kind of have fun if a player dies. And it's something that you guys think is funny and he's going to go back to the lobby, he's salty. Type in exclamation point, he dead. You'll get a nice little message right there explaining why we sent him back to the lobby right there. Just kind of making things a little bit more play. If you guys have ideas to kind of keep the stream incorporated, so you guys want to chat inside, while things are going on, maybe ideas to fights you guys want to see, please let me know. Send me a DM, put it in a ticket inside the PGL, and let's hash it out. I'm trying to find some way to incorporate you guys as viewers to be a little bit more entertained and incorporated inside the stream, whether it be that we do things like pools, we do polls or whatever, and we can do something, as like a vote as to maybe this or that could happen. You'll really just kind of have to let me know how you guys are feeling personally, maybe as team captains, as audience members, and in general, as viewers. Let me know, kind of what you guys are thinking, what you guys want to see, what you guys want to play. We're really trying to breathe some more life back into the PGL. I don't want to see it die. I know you guys don't want to see it die either. We've been playing in PGL for quite some time. So to see it just kind of, it's not really what we're going for. We're trying to still keep it built up. So if you guys have ideas as to what you want to see still done inside of PGL, still make sure you guys, again, send those ideas my way. Make a ticket inside the PGL, and let's talk about it. Let's keep PUBG comp alive. Let's keep just fun in PUBG alive here. Again, I don't want you guys showing up every day sweating off your balls here for nothing. Again, so just make sure you enjoy playing. You want to show up here. You want to show up next week. You want to show up the following week. Maybe you have something to do this week, so you want to do something in the middle of the week. Whatever the case may be, I want you guys to find a common ground and just let us know, as coordinators and as event, coordinators. Yeah, just let us know what we can really do for you guys to keep these events, A, entertaining, and B, still running. If you guys do want to see the PGL kind of shut down, don't say anything. It is what it is. We'll let it be. But I really hope that we can still breathe some life into PGL and keep things running the way we kind of had them running. Also, completely different note, just on a whole side note, what I also need you guys to kind of pay attention to, coming soon, we'll be doing a giveaway here on the channel here. All you have to do is make sure you follow me, A, on Twitter, and B, you follow me here on the channel right there. As long as you do those two things and you comment on the post there on Twitter, I'm going to enter you guys in a giveaway here to win a Perky and Feisty merch with my logo as well as your own team logo on there. So it's going to be branded by me, branded by you, just say, hey, thanks for being part of the channel. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're like a team here that plays inside the league, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put your team logo and your team stuff on whatever it is, whatever merch it is that you win. To, again, kind of incorporate you as well as your team into the stream as well. So, guys, thank you, again, for the streams. Thank you for, we're at 630 followers. 630 followers. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I cannot say thank you guys enough for all the follows, for all the support that you guys have shown. This 27 viewers that we're at right now, I couldn't ask for it more. When I initially started this, honestly, it was literally just doing, I started back with like EPT, PCL days, like when they were still kind of competing for one another, and really I just took this as like a chance to do something different. I was new to the channel. I had like 60 followers, maybe that, and then finally somebody had offered me a chance to host. I picked up the chance to host, and I was like, I'll do it for fun. I don't really have nothing going on today, and then people actually generally liked the hosting. So I really hope that some of you guys here who have been here since day one are still coming into the stream. I hope that I've improved enough here to kind of get your guys' attention and keep you guys entertained. Because again, I really do what I can every week to kind of grow as an individual caster, considering that a lot of people have duo casters or have other hosts with them. I've grown my whole career as a solo host here. So again, this is going to be my way of just saying thank you to the 630 follows here from you guys. As we get closer and closer to the 650, we will start this giveaway. We will start to pop it off there, and we will start to make things happen. So be sure to tune into my Twitter. Make sure you follow me there. Also, make sure you follow me here on Twitch if you do not. So I did put the socials there as a link. Be sure to follow those socials, both on Twitter as well as on Instagram. I actually have to update the Twitter one, so when you actually get to this part, the Twitter link does not work. I will update that for you guys come next stream, but be sure to tune in to check that out. Game is in play. Game number 3 here, back inside the Challenger League. As we get to it, let's switch to that live screen. just really wanted to say a huge thank you. Take some time in between these games here as PGL is coming to an end. Before we do completely come to an end, I just want to pay the respects where respects are due. And again, if you guys have not already sent a thank you or anything to some of the guys out there, Mr. Intel has done a lot amongst the community inside the SSL, passing the torch off to Envy Blinds here to keep everything running for you guys here. So big shout out to Intel, big shout out to Envy. Also, huge shout outs to Gaming Nacho as well, handing over the PGL ownership, not only to me, but to Nady Rocks as well. So we're going to have to figure out the direction of what we're going to take PGL in as far as what you guys want, what we want to do with it, what we can also handle to maintain. Because again, I know you guys are not in a community where cheaters are, are invisible. Cheaters are there. Cheaters are, well known. But it's unfortunate that we have to set up lobbies and monitor cheating. I really, really hope that you guys could kind of deviate away from cheating and deviate away from accusations without honest proof. Because honestly, proof is the only way that we can really do something. You'd hate to be one of the teams here that just gets called out and all of a sudden you're on hand cams, or all of a sudden you can't play, let's say, because of just stupid reasons. So really, really hope that that doesn't happen. That we just kind of see cheats leave the lobby. I don't want to see people asking for hand cams. I don't want to see people asking for, this and that, amongst the PGL. Again, if there's reasonable explanation, I'd love to put somebody on hand cams, and I'm sure somebody would love to use hand cams, especially if they're legit, right? I mean, that's the case we usually make right there. But again, not everybody's in a place that they want to do hand cams, and not everybody's comfortable on camera. So even if they do it for a little bit and then they start performing well again, hand cams does not always solve everything for everybody. So let's just try to be legit. Let's try to be honest about our competition and how things are going to play out here. But as we get back into it, I'm going to switch back to game mode here. Big shout out. Don't forget about the giveaway. I will repost the Twitter for you guys. And also, don't forget about just being here. Showing up for this competition. Don't forget about passing the torch, to the next place, helping where you guys can. We're looking for admins. We're looking for mods. We're looking for quite a few different things here to help out the PGL. So if you guys have any help, whether it be admin, mods, staff help, send me a message as well so we can kind of get that ball rolling and really kind of make things happen. And Clumsy, what are you doing out here gifting subs? Thank you so much for the two gifted subs for tier 1 subs, both to Washed as well as Code Red GG. Finally got Code Red on board here with some great emotes there. Be sure to spam those chicken emotes. Code Red GG. Make sure you guys put those in your chat. Put those all over the place. Let everybody know Cold Crew Chicken Dinners is coming through here on the channel in the Cold Crew exclusives. Thank you so much, Clumsy, for the subs, the gifted subs, as well as being my first sub of this month. Clumsy, you've been such a huge supporter, and thank you so much. I cannot say thank you to you alone enough as all the support you've shown me over this past month, whether it be behind the scenes or here on the channel. Thank you so much, Clumsy, and thank you all to the rest of you guys for being here as we kind of just watch these teams balance their way out here. Really nice to actually have a chance to kind of showcase and give you guys some thanks here in between games here as things are just a little bit dull right now. TDT decides to pull up. We were just watching them. They decide to pull up the same spot that LTR and VR have both positioned themselves at. So we now have just 2 players for LTR, Lions and I believe it's, no, it's not Iceman. Lions and Nuts are a little bit further away from the fight here as LTR starting to swarm. They've got 3 players for VR. Iceman is going to get the 1v1 here with Fox, but Fox is able to find those shots, has to go for the reload. Iceman pulls back, and then Taz there with the micro Uzi is going to find some damage being done. Iceman will fall right there. VR confirms that one. Now left up to just Driz here for LTR. It's 4v1. LTR will retreat. Driz will make his way away from that fight. Over here down on the bottom, that's going to be ATL. Dape finding his way away as well as he will drive right past VR. VR potentially going to take some shots here down on the Dape. As he crashes into the tree right there, VR just not in a position to get shots down. Dape will somehow make it out of there. Now deciding to push. They should have waited literally seconds more ATL would have fully sent it right here onto the compound. Dave One Love gets the info a little bit too late, almost pulls up to the compound, but is able to find his way safely away there from VR. Pyro for GGM here is going to make his way into the same position, 35 HP, the vehicle literally ready to explode. One more shot will do it. There it is, lines it up. We'll have to stop, hop out of the vehicle as it comes to an explosion. The damage being done, 3 HP in the bag for Pyro, and it's really not great for GGM right now. After 4 players in, yet again like Tog, they get the 4th player in finally, and he's about to go down here in an early rotation cause for GGM there. Inside the force, he will find his way down and around. His shot's still coming through from VR. They're looking to find this potential kill, but shots are being third-partied all over the place here, so VR having to keep their heads down at certain angles. We'll have to see how it does work for Pyro if he does find his way away inside the shack there. A lot of teams now starting to rotate. Finding their way here into this next zone. There's TR. Coming off a very great game yet again there. Really curious to see how TR plays back-to-back games. I like TR because when they get a rhythm, it's one of those teams that they kind of ride that rhythm, right? It's either they're doing, this is like a results may vary, right? This is like an RMV. You know, you see RMV have really strong, confident, powerful games. And you have other days where RMV just kind of falls flat and you're just like, where's the team at today, you know? It's another team like TR. TR does great in certain expectations, you know, certain aspects, and then other days they just kind of fall flat as well. But today, TR, with the performance they have, especially coming off of the weekend, or the week they had last week, it is honestly a great position for them to be in. Yo, Kizza, Zabu, thank you guys for the follows. Cheers for the great host, mate. I just do what I can here, do my best. I enjoy what I do, man. It really is entertaining for me to get to know you guys as players. I appreciate you guys when you guys do stop in and drop in for the TV. Wheelix, my man, thank you as well. All the love, all the support from you guys is absolutely fantastic. You guys are the reason that I get up and I do this stuff every day. Otherwise, I would have just quit streaming and went back to full-time work by now. But because of the support and love from the community members, not only the subs, but just the chats, just the fact that you guys, you know, think I'm a great host. I know I'm not the most fantastic. I know I'm not the best host out there, but you know what? When you guys at least give me a little bit of love and give me some confidence back in here, it really does help situate not only today, but for further reasons as to why I want to continue hosting. So again, thank you to all the community out there. Thank you to Kizza for the great host, man. And hope all you guys out there are having a fantastic day and as well as a fantastic week. We will kind of progress here into this game. Phase 1 finally about to close there as we look at all 15. I'm so used to 16. All 15 teams inside of Phase 1 already. This is literally the first circle today that we haven't seen a lot of teams die inside rotation. Teams are comfortable. There's positions that a lot of teams play in a circle like this. As you can see, that's still about 50% water inside this circle. Going to leave TDT in a great spot, but we usually see Fairy Pier pushed out of a circle like this, more giving the favor here to ATL as well as GGM. Still not ultimately the best spot for the team to be in, but however, with that being said, the circle can favor literally anybody, being that it's only Phase 2. You hate to get kind of caught up in talking about the circle a little bit too early because, again, the shifts from the circle sometimes are just so sudden and so brutal that you just, honestly, you thought you had it, and then it completely shifts right from underneath you. A lot of teams still rotating here. I'm waiting to see where TPE is going to stop. Let's actually get to the front car here with TPEU. They're looking on to ATL. There is One Love going to meet him out there. Good spray from the AK. Not able to find some damage, though. I like the lead. I like the read. But it's just not enough pressure coming out from the back as TPE will drive past Pyro there for GGM, pulling an Ali there inside of this phase right there. She's just going to maintain being quiet, looking for the placement as nobody really looking in that direction right there. TPU will get spotted out there and ripped out of the vehicle there as Muja able to take that one down, confirming that kill as well as Nebo and TDT picks up an early kill there inside Phase 2. CTK going to stop right here as well as Moo is going to stop there. Shots come through from CTK, fighting a rotating Sensei. Sensei able to pull off just in time as he will find his way to the left-hand side. Is it enough there to potentially get the heal off before Moo can do some damage here? No, he just kept driving there. Didn't even stop. Kikar as well, leaving Moo here in a very compromising position right there. I don't see him really making it out of here unscathed right there. As I say that, Pixel starting to scout up there. Really not looking in this direction. He will actually get a chance to make his way away from the fight here. And as we get closer and closer, I've got emotes being made. I've got sub badges being made. We've got a bunch of stuff happening here for the channel come the start of the new year here. It's just piece by piece. It's taken a little bit of time here. I've had my daughter's birthday. I've had Christmas. I've had my other daughter's birthday. On top of just Thanksgiving, Halloween, all the holidays here right now have really made it hard to kind of put together stuff as far as money. So as time comes, we will continue to upgrade here. By the start of the new year, we should see a lot of changes, a lot of merch being dropped, a lot of potential shifts here on the Cold Crew exclusive channel with the more support that I get from you guys here, the more support that I can give back to one another as well. Dynamic ripped out of the vehicle. Temp able to find that when they're driving right past VR's. FSI starting to rotate. That's both Kong and Alminator. They are going to find their way here into the forest past VR, but they're driving directly towards CTK as well as TDT. Not a sandwich that I'd want to be the meat in between. However, they will stop here. This is a position I've seen FSI play from quite often. Alminator stops, not entirely sure the read right there. A little bit, just a little bit confusing for me to kind of wonder what's happening there. FSI will have to stop here. The vehicle is on fire. Enough damage being done. They stop behind the ridge, and that's going to be FSI playing here on the ridge here as TDT pressuring forward here. Have to be careful not to overextend as they have CTK there to the right-hand side of them. There's Nebo trying to peek, making sure that they're not looking down on the fight right here. Nades coming through. No damage being done as they spot Kong out right there. TDT will just sit here and play Edge of Fairy. FSI will be able to live another day for now because, again, if TDT is smart, they won't overextend on this fight right here because the minute that they do, CTK will easily peek down, capitalize on this, and that's going to be not only FSI being taken down, but TDT potentially losing a few players as well. They are going to pull back right there. Nice play. I like the respect coming out there from TDT onto CTK. They are going to pull back. Pyros tries to find his way across the street. Is spotted out. Nebo from down the way takes it away from ATL. So that's going to be TDT picking up another kill there. X-ray shots coming down. They're trying to find a rotating MW. Shots from NM. As you can see, Team 16 TR right behind NMs. They should be able to take this fight. Both teams outside of the zone after that Phase 3 shift. We're looking for the Phase 4 to come through, and it's going to be TDT inside Fairy. Still set it up beautifully. Over on the side, who's that rotating right past? That is TR inside the vehicle right there. That's going to be Philly. We'll follow him to see his rotation in as he does come down. He's distracting NM. NM does start to fire a few shots, giving TR maybe a little bit more of an advantage. Philly finds his way to the bowl and should be able to have some nice angles onto No Mercy. Now, Nade comes through, just trying to at least delay the angle as CE finds a rotating AGG, finds one member. Zomberg caught at the bottom of the hill right here, and it's not looking great for him. Blue Zone will do the rest of the damage there for CE onto the remaining one member of AGG, so that's going to confirm their kill with Phase 3 damage. As Jad's slowly but surely making his way up. Tog pressuring their way onto MW. And MW just lighting him up. 6Z falls. Tog in-game later is already confirmed. Artemix finds a pull-up here, but it's not going to be a safe position to stop. Nades come through. The mollies, the util is in play, but it's not going to find the knock just yet. Artemix will hang tight for just another minute as FSI about to find the other member of TOG. That's Davum. Drives right past him. The vehicle's still in play. Has not lost any tires at about half HP. Now pulling down to MW. You just lost 2. You want to lose a 3rd. I guess they tried it. They get it. They make their way into this position as Davum taken down from the back crane from MW. Finds one. Artemix peeking out from the side. We'll have to get inside the smoke to get the res onto Davum. Cooks up the smoke as that is in play right there. Tog somehow makes it inside of the little bunker right there as TR gets eliminated after a great position on NM to rotate into the circle to beat NM in. Gets position in, not only from AGG, but from NM as well. That's TR, our top team of game number 2, falling out as our first team here in game number 3. Tog will fall right there as the end game over the top. Davum just not able to get picked up, as it looks like MW confirms those last 2 kills. TOG falls in 14th, and FSI will fall in 12th. The molly over the top from Muja as he pressures his way onto FSI. That's going to be them out in 13th there. Now 12 teams remain inside of this next lobby. A lot more talking that I'm doing today than normal. So, guys, I'm going to take a quick second with that introduction there at the beginning of the game, plus how intense these games have been. I've literally had 0 break in between these, and it's just sometimes exhausting. Silencer Drodeca, help me out here, bro. You know what I'm feeling. You know what I'm feeling. It's like that, just potential, but we're going to kick through it. We're going to power through it, as Keys will get found there for No Mercy after rotating off of the beach front right there. Can't find a home here inside Phase 4, falling in 12th position right there. 11 teams remain, as AGG, the solo member, left up for his team, along with Tiro. They're two different sides of the circle. Zomber at least able to find a kill out of his position right now, but really don't think he's going to be able to move too much further into this next zone. Finding his way around, shots come through there from CE, trying to find some damage as ATL finds him rotating in. They will have to follow behind ATL, not inside the zone. They're in that compound. Taro now falling to the spray, coming out there from Supra. CE able to find one, and that's going to put the pressure back onto Zomber, as it looked almost for a second that AGG was about to regroup as a 2-man. Not looking so great for him now, as ATL, before they even rotate out, are going to find Zomber, but from the other side, it's going to be VR. Taz takes down AGG as they are out there in 11th. Now our top 10 teams here inside of Phase 4. The rotation continues. Here comes ATL. They are going to make their way here right onto TDT's position from the back. Shots come through. Dape down to 10 HP. Nebo from the side spots him out as he tries to get some sort of pressure. Dape, One Love, able to trade him out from the side down to his stomach. He falls, gets the med off there, but One Love traded out there from TDT Red. Jubilee over the top right there with the grenade in the window, trying to confirm One Love. No damage being done. The molly off the top of the head of Dape. Somehow doesn't get the damage, though. Dape will survive another day right there. ATL still with 2 up, and another grenade comes through. That one should confirm One Love. Nebo from the side, trading him out there. And shots being left, right, from the back. Here comes TDT. Can Crane get involved in this as well? Yes, he will. Moja, 1, 2, and 3 from the back. ATL will fall right there. Moja from a distance does him dirty like that. And MW now in the fight. TDT falling. Nebo going to lose that one out there. As MW, the full 4, trying to find the remaining 2 of TDT. Wow, what a trade out there from those teams right there. Julie slowly making his way out. TDT has 9 kills. This is not a fight they want to lose, but MW looking to take the position from TDT away from them and the outside of Fairy Pier. As it does get pushed out of a prime position, it's now the southern end of the circle. The winner of this fight will be in a prime position to maintain control. Shots from Jubilee as he peeks through the window, trying to find the knock. It does not come through. Back into play here. He's going to cook the grenade up, trying to toss it out of the window. Both players backing it up. He's going to get him right there with the grenade. Not cooked enough. The damage being done. Krang able to live another day. Jubilee out the front door. There is going to find not only Krang, but Bearkai. The vehicle explodes. And Speaker from the back finds the knock with a little bit of damage being done, not only from his team, but from the vehicle. TDT with just 1 member left up. It's going to be Moja after winning this fight. Still 4 players left up. It is this fight that we're waiting to come to a head before we start to focus in other regions of the map. Moja is going to try to find some damage. He's got the K9 in hand, looking for a head. Looking to find the knock, looking to at least alleviate some of the pressure, but he's got 3 MW members very, very close. The remaining member there to his right, I think, has already spotted him out. Maybe look, no, he's looking other directions. Groza continuing to look all over the place. May have just spotted him out right there now. I think Moja's head was just in that window. Groza must have just spotted him out, as TPE will fall there in 8th. VR takes a knock there from CE, but should be able to get this res. Shots come down from Moja, but let me see CE over here. I want to see how they're doing on this fight. They're looking in 2 different fronts, but they're also trying to close the fight out here with VR. The res comes through onto Scummy, and that's going to be VR. Back up to the full 4 right there. Back over here to Moja here, seeing how this 1v3 situation is going to happen. He's got the shotgun in play. I want to see some shotgun action here. Core really, really quiet here down on this field right now. Really waiting for the pressure, I believe, from CTK. Know that they're over the top. CTK has ultimately the better position. They're on top of the hill. They have the bunkers to retreat to for res. They're kind of just fanning out with some nades here. As you can see, Core really just trying to hold their angles. They're inside the zone, waiting for the phase 5 to shift, hoping that potentially it does pull it away. But if Core gets favored, so does CTK. So really, the teams will eventually have to take this fight. It's just a matter of when and where. Mojo finally falling to MW there. No way he's going to take that 1v3 there with MW after the remaining players did fall right there. That's going to be CE finding 1, now 2 with a grenade from Jazz right there. VR just down to 2 members up as CE finds 5 kills thus far. Looking to find 9 here after they confirm these kills. Temps cooks the grenade up over the top. Hits the tree. Oh, that would have been so good on the VR right there. Another one comes through. That's the smokes. There, that grenade is over the top. Does damage on the Scummy there in the backside right there. Another one comes through, bouncing over the top. Scummy found from the side there. Temps able to find that one. Out from the smoke comes Crow. Fox is picked up there for VR. But it's not looking great inside the smoke. 3 members not on for VR. Looking to find the 4th. They do. Greggy through the smoke finds Fox. CE now with 4 more kills. Now a total of 9 in the bag here. Looking to find the remaining 4 teams and the chicken dinner here in game number 3. From the back there, let's get to our surviving teams there. You can see a lot of strong teams here. Again, GGM, the only one really looking like they've suffered some losses here. That's 2 members taken down from GGM already. It's just left the frags and reeks here. 3 kills on the board here for the GGM boys here. Yet again, looks like we will be saying GG's to them. And not in the good way. As you can see, CTK starting the pressure up over the top. Reeks is going to find his way down to his stomach there. But really not a whole lot of play here left and a lot of hope left for GGM. Frags will come out from the back over here. And the split from GGM right now, I think it's more for placement than it is for power right now. Because, again, they're very, very wide split. They're making sure that they can just kind of keep information. But no shots are really being taken. So I think they're just playing for placement. If one dies, the other still has that potential. And vice versa. Jads will fall right here as Core finally get into it. Not with CTK, but with CE. Pup has fallen right there. The molly from Jads is golden. He's able to survive, though, not burning alive right there. But Pup has fallen. Molly in his own hand. Ninjas on the backside of Pup as Ads finds 1. Confirms Jads right there. Core doing great here against CE. Super going to find his way up. No res in play there for Temps. Temps now going to confirm right there as the smoke again for Super right here. Having to play his way behind the rock. Gets the heal off inside the smoke as 2 members for Core right outside his vicinity there. Inside the smoke comes Ads, runs right into Supra, and Supra through the smoke. Unlucky there for Core. He's going to find the knock. Still has 1 member for Core right outside the smoke. It's Ninjas. Supra outside the smoke finds another one. Back behind the rock here. Supra, let's go here for CE. I don't want to say my Core lads losing the way like this here, but he's going to come around trying to confirm, but Redmond ready for that one right there as he tosses the molly in the smoke. Is tired of Supra's nonsense, and he will fall right there. Pup, stick the res on the Ninjas. You're going to watch your boy die just like that, and Ninjas in a place for a res right there will drop for Core, as Core just not able to win that one out right there. Code Red GG. I love you, my man. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the support out there doing the bits right there. I thought Core was going to take that flawlessly, but Supra somehow, some way takes 2 with him. Now you can see Bearkai there on the left-hand side. A little bit of help here from Speaker as well, trying to find the remaining 2 members of Core. Can they get away in time? CTK still over the top there. 3 teams remaining here. It's going to be Core, MW, as well as CTK there in the distance. After we just lost Team 15 here, following CE there in 5th. Redmond, it's going to get found. The res is in play. It's not looking so great for Core. Again, the pressure from MW is it's just immense right now. They are literally nonstop. Shots come through with the Mini 14. No damage being done. The grenades in play. Redmond going to chuck it over the top. Does it find a home here? No, on the wrong tree right there. Bearkai will be able to live yet another day. Another grenade in play in front of the tree this time. So Bearkai's again going to walk away from that one. No damage being done. Crane here on the right-hand side. Needs to keep Core here kind of gate-kept. Core is on the edge of the zone. If he can get a nice wrap without giving his back to CTK, should be able to keep the Core boys out. But Pup spotted out for a second time. This will be his second knock. Traded out. Redmond will find Crane. Nice little trade out there from the top. Though, whoever, Speaker, looks like he is able to find it out. Bearkai over the top there should do the damage And it is it for Core. Redmond falling to MW right there, and that's going to be top two teams now. CTK with 3 players up as they look for MW with the full force. It's going to be the squad. Ken, Pixel, CPT, and Dank close it out here for our top team as they've been inside the top consistently today. Have not found a win. This could be their first chance for the win. Only 5 kills on the board. But again, right now, CTK, the way that they're pushing forward is confident in this fight. MW has just lost one, and it is now a 3v3 fight amongst these teams. What I do like to say about this hill right here, Phase 7, even though we've lost quite a few teams, they can slowly play this if they want. CTK just wrapping around the edges here, looking to catch MW, kind of slipping, looking towards the center of the zone. But I like this as a full 3. You can see how close they are. Their angles are all very similar. So if one sees him, the other will see him as well. And there it is, traded out right there. That's going to be Speaker for Dank right there. Nice trade outs. CPT down to next to nothing for health. We'll have to stop to get the heal off his Pixel. Pressuring forward. He's going to spot Groza. Trying to prone behind the tree. 2 now down for MW. Bearkai, the last member left up there as CTK will stop to get the res inside the zone. 50 seconds till the zone does close, giving it a 3v1 situation. Nice play here from CTK to stop and get that res before the blue starts to move. I like the play from CTK because, again, the 3v1, a lot more comfortable than a 1v2. So here it is with Bearkai. 10 kills on the board here for MW. A fantastic game, nonetheless, from this team, but it looks like CTK is ready to take this one home. The res is in place. CTK back up to 3 as Bearkai slowly but surely making his way up. Has the wrap spotted out from Pixel. The sound cue is in play. Hears him, sees the head. No shots just yet. Waiting for the perfect opportunity. Spots him out. Good shots. Barrel spray is erratic, but it's controlled, and it's down goes Pixel. CTK still with 2 members left up. Now the 1v2 back in play. Good thing they do get the res. Otherwise, it'd be a 1v1 situation right now for MW and CTK. There is Dank should have spotted out Bearkai right now, but the head was in vision for Bearkai. No shots being taken out just yet. CPT is right in the vicinity. Shots come through. Bearkai's going to knock one. Now that's 2 members down for CTK. Can Bearkai take down CTK in a 1v3 situation? They're giving the 1v1 situation every time. And it's now one of the strongest members here for CTK. It's going to be Dank and Bearkai. Bearkai has done fantastic things for her squad thus far. Here she is inside this lobby looking to find the 1v3 for the win. Can she secure the final victory here in game number 3 here? That MW is going to need. Dank shots come through. The M4 damage being done. Not enough to find the knock. Bearkai, it pulls back behind the tree. Is able to get the first aid off as Dank has to pull back to get that heal off. Here it comes. The first aid is in play around the rat. The first aid comes through as the rat will get pulled back. Dank back behind the tree as Bearkai pulls away. The zone on Dank's back. Shots come through. Play a little bit more patient. Bearkai, you should find this knock. Dank pulls back, beating the blue ahead. Shots come through, but no ammo for Bearkai. That is a GG's. Nice little attempt there coming out there from MW, but ultimately it's CTK Dank to save the day there for his squad. Down, they fall in second, and CTK takes home their 5th chicken dinner here inside the Challenger League. That is going to be only an 8-kill victory, but a well-deserved win there, and almost stolen away from Bearkai. Well played, MW. You do find 11 kills, but it's in second place that you leave this lobby. Core in third there after finding quite a few tough fights there. Well played there from Core, but they do go out with 4 kills in a third place position. Back for you guys here for game number 4 here in just a little bit. All right, everybody, and there comes the plane over the top of the map. Here it comes, another match over Erangel. Here we go, a north to south plane right here over the middle of Erangel. A lot of teams here with their general spot that they'll be able to drop in should get a first pick at their drop. So we've seen a lot of teams respect one another inside the lobby thus far. Not a whole lot of hot drops here, but again, this is the last game of the day, so the potential for the hot drop is huge. These teams have really been working hard to try to make this leaderboard and climb the charts right now. It's been a battle amongst these teams. 3 different chicken dinner winners for the night here. CTK finally finding their first one inside that match. They have 206 kills, or excuse me, 130 kills, 206 points. As TDT is in second coming into that game, TR in third. No Mercy has dropped 2 positions from second down to fourth there after game number 2 there. So game 3 was not the most valiant attempt there as well. So it's going to be a rough day for No Mercy if they can't close out this final match with some points. They've got a nice secure drop spot. As you can see, they're uncontested, nobody in their vicinity. They need to make the late game, and they need to find some kills if they want to catch up to both TR and TDT, both with 148 points, tied for second and third. ATL still climbing the charts. CE finally finding their way up into the 100 bracket, but still not enough to make a difference. Now it's a 50-point gap for them and second and third place, so really not the best position for this team to be in either. Hoping far enough there, we will have to wait for the teams to pop. Again, LTR still in 11th. M-Way is in 9th. They're slowly but surely climbing their way up into the... After that game right there, will potentially climb up into the top 8, putting Tog down even more. Tog finds some great games to start off the day, but not enough really to do more than just that. Put themselves into the middle, and again, just end the competition here with a great amount of performance as well as points. After just a rough day 1, 2, 3, and 4, the day 5 seems to be promising for MW, and we'll just have to see how it plays out for the rest of these teams. Also, I mean, we see TPE finding their first kill there on a CE. CE, another team we were just talking about there with 100 points. Again, still a 50-point deficit. The teams to kind of keep eyes on as we look at the day as it closes out. TDT still with about a 50-point gap with TR underneath CTK. So really, again, CTK has to honestly score no points in 4 games for these teams really to catch up. After the victory they just had last game, it's almost a sure win for CTK to kind of secure their spot there at the top. 4 games still to come on Wednesday, hosted both by Droideka and Silencer on Code Red GG. But it's honestly just kind of waiting to see who comes in second and third right now. The first place position seems to be pretty secured by CTK. And again, just well played. Dank secures the victory there, just shy of MW. MW looking like they were about to 3v1 at the end of game number 2 or game number 3 there, but Dank does hold tight for CTK, giving them their first chicken dinner, and again giving them enough points I think to kind of secure their first place position inside the Challenger League. No Mercy is only 5 points shy of TDT and TR. ATL is about 25 points shy of getting inside that money. So again, not all ultimately out of the way there for ATL as well. We'll kind of check in on them. They've not really been quiet. We've seen X-Ray do some absolute dirty work earlier, finding those knocks. So it's just well played here so far from ATL, and I'm curious to see if this team can put up some big numbers here in the final game of the night. You can see it with an earlier rotation. They're going to make the best of the game right now. Ruins and Watertown inside the utmost central part of this circle. But again, really not the most prime positions to kind of start off the game with. Always available more in the late game. So again, really not somewhere that these teams will kind of full send to take position on now. However, this 6-pack is somewhere that teams will full send, will take position on. You can see VR is doing a little bit of scouting, trying to make sure nobody is here. MW will pull out, coming out on the side. Shots come through. Praying does some damage. Scummy will eat a lot of those bullets. They're not going to fall to that spray right there. Another one in return, trying to find the damage. Can he find the knock? No, VR will be able to pull away there. Damage being done, but no knock coming through. So MW secures their spot here at the 6-pack. And this is a great position coming out from MW, as a lot of endgames do tend to find their way here, either in or around this 6-pack vicinity. He said teams will continue to rotate. Slowly but surely, VR, one of our bottom teams, yet again here, trying to find their way here into some sort of points. Looking on to ATL, they have regrouped. They are going to play actually in Watertown, so we're just kind of keeping an eye. This is one of the teams that really needs these points here for the day. So they've got central position. Again, we were saying that most teams don't want to send it here into Watertown or Ruin, but you can see ATL will take control there of the garage spot. This is usually an FSI drop, but they've kind of switched their drops up here a little bit lately. They've kind of been playing a little different, shifting away from Rozak and this Watertown kind of area. As you can see, TDT is going to pull up on an AGG Zomber, and Vamos ready to trade it out. Vamos for red will get traded out right there as Neville confirms Vamos. Zomber having to deal with still 2 members up for TDT, as the remaining 2 still not close enough to help. I believe that is 1 member for AGG. They're in the middle of the road trying to cross and find some sort of help there, but Sata really not able to do much along with Tiro. As Red getting the res here from Nebo. TDT will be back up to the full 4. And it's just a 1v4 here with Zomber. They're at the top of the stairs. There's no real help there from the team. And it's looking kind of sketchy here. Shots come through in the back. I don't even know who's shooting him. I believe that's ATL trying to find this knock. Coming through is Jubilee with the damage being done from the grenade. Zomber will fall right there in AGG. Losing 2 members here as TDT pulls up to confirm this jetpack compound here. Date pressuring across. ATL wants to get aggressive on this fight. They need these points, and this is something that they're definitely going to have to make sure that it happens. They want this third-party fight, and I think they will get exactly that. TDT still has all 4 members still up, though, so ATL has to be careful how they pressure and how they perform this fight. Waiting for some sort of backup assistance. There is Date One Love. He is going to pull back up. Date still waiting for the pressure from TDT. He's got the grenade in hand. He's going to cook it up, toss it up into the window. Will do some damage. No knock, however, is going to come through. And now TDT aware that there is another team here in this position. Sherrick across the way will try to anchor from back far. SKS in hand, trying to do some damage. Over the top, Jubilee with that barrel does some damage, but the knock is not there. Thankfully enough, Sherrick able to find some pressure. TDT will have to pull back there as ATL sets up there, gets the heal. Dape back up to about 70 HP, able to come around the garage here as he finds his way closer and closer to TDT. Out the window peeks Red. Jubilee with the VSS trying to find some sort of cheeky angle out the window. The damage being done, the knock not in play. Yet again, another grenade into window as Jubilee tosses one out in return. Ooh, One Love taking a few more damage from that as well, but the first aid is there to recover all damage that was done. As TDT still all 4 members up inside this garage. This is a fight that will need to come to a head. X-Ray finds one. Red will fall there at the top. The headshot is just too secured. Love to see it coming out there from ATL. Another one. One Love will find Jubilee as Dape traded out. Nebo has now fallen. TDT with just 2 members up as ATL pressuring forward here. They've lost one in the trade as a confirmed kill for Jubilee as well. Red has been picked up. TDT back up to 3. Nice res from Mujah over the top right there as he is finding another trade out on the knock there from Sherrick. That molly was almost too perfect. Doesn't find a home there on the Sherrick though. So still leaves ATL with the potential res for Sherrick. TDT with 3 players up on the top end of the garage here, having to deal with ATL there on the bottom. Nebo will find his way down and around, getting the 1v1. Shots come through not only from X-Ray, but One Love as well. He will fall. Nebo now down for TDT as it's just 2v2. Sherrick still bleeding out, setting some information over as Moja peeks over the top, confirms that one. Now a literal 2v2 amongst ATL and TDT. Nade comes through, no damage being done. One Love will spot out Red as the grenade just not there. He's trying to pull back, trying to get the help. Moja runs into the spray. X-Ray finds that one inside the front of the garage. TDT will fall. ATL fighting their kills, but they have sacrificed 2 members to get them. Great spot inside the circle. How far can they play it out here from now? They've got the kills they need. They just need to make the late game and find the placement now. If you're an experienced team and you know how these competitions work, easy 4 kills like that makes the rest of your game so much easier. Now you're not playing aggressive, looking for kills at every other angle. You know you'll get at least 5, let's say 6, 7 kills, you know, in that final few phases if you can make it up as the full 4-man. And I think that's exactly what they're expected to do, even though there's only 2. ATL wanted to win that fight with 4 kills on board, potentially setting themselves up there for an end game, just full of jam-packed action, but the middle game would have been very quiet for ATL as they have already found their damage, their kills. It would have just really needed to be placement, and then the kills would have kind of fallen into their lap as the circle does close. But ATL down to 2. MW here in the vicinity should be able to kind of watch these teams rotating. They're going to swim right across, as you can see. Speaker down below the camera is just going to make his way there through the water. TR here across the way is going to get shot down there by AGG finds a knock on a TPE. That is completely different direction over here. There it is. Sada and Taro have kind of done a nice little spread here around TPE to kind of maintain this 1-1 power split here for the team. As you can see, Kikar, Mu, and Sensei all left up here for TPE after finding the one rotating kill early on here. Looking to find Sada on the peak. They're not coming out of the compound here. Mu is over the top, does spot out Tiro. But again, they've got both players put out. Sensei trades some shots out there. Will have to pull back along with Tiro there, but they do at least do about 50-50 damage upon one another. So after pulling back on the fight, the heal is in play for both teams. And AGG really just having to be careful upon this. The molly being tossed, grenades being in play, but TPE not suffering any losses. Looking over to the GGM and VR fight, though. Of course, steals one away there. Is going to knock Shez, as it looks like VR here up in the front right there. Fox and Taz right here looking to find the remaining 2 GGM members. Let's go, Dutch Gunner. Love to see Blitz. You did not just raid me with a 36 count viewer list. Blitz and friends right now, thank you guys for dropping it as the action does come through. Reeks will get confirmed right there. GGM falls to VR, and VR finally able to come out on top of a fight there. Help credited to Core from the third party right there, but it is VR now carrying their member down and around the hill as he will carry him to safety. The res is in play, and VR 2 kills on the board, back up to the full 4. Blitz and friends, thank you so much for the raid, my man. You are a freaking legend, and thank you to the community for stopping in. Let me give you a shout out, dude. Let me see if I can stop here for a second and actually shout you out, dude. That is huge. Thank you so much, my man. Give you some much love, much deserved love and respect here from the community. Thank you so much, Blitz. And again, Blitz and friends, thank you guys for being here. Community, if you guys don't follow Blitz and you guys don't know who he is also a host from time to time. He does host occasional events, but right now, he is just a usual player. Information all over the board here for Blitz. He sends clips on YouTube talking about the updates that happen. And if you're really looking for a really informative guy about PUBG and a very knowledgeable guy about PUBG, be sure to check into Blitz and Friends stream. Very nice guy. Talks to Andy from PUBG. So again, just a very well put together guy and a very connected guy. So Blitz, can't believe you stopped in, dude, and dropped in 36 viewers, dude. Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for the raid. Hope your stream was great, man. And just can't thank you enough, dude. 36 viewers. That's a huge raid, dude, for me. Thank you so much, Brits. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Here we are back into the action. AGG is getting into it with TPE. Finally closing this fight out. Taro has made his way up. The knockcast came through onto Kikar, so the trade out. But now it's a 1v2 situation for TPE as FSI around the sides is starting to third party the heck out of this fight right there. There you can see Dynamic and Ali on one side, DK and Pickle on another. I like the play coming out from FSI. They should be able to close out this fight, hopefully without taking a loss. Kong will spot out Sensei, a little bit of help from Pickle. Good shots from FSI. Team shots will come through. Dynamic spots out Mu, and that's 2 members not out for TPE. They will be eliminated out in 13th. Here we come through with Sada. The last member up there for AGG after finding 3 kills here on the TPE. There the shots come through. Sada is trying to find the knock, but he is not going to get through the window. Molly just shy of that window. Sada will find his way to the top of the roof right there as that Molly does not do any damage. Another one comes through, finds his way outside of the building, but Sada is on top. Another grenade being tossed. Sada over the top, finds Ali. He will fall, but the Molly does do the damage. Sada having to pull back right there. This does give FSI a chance here to get the res. Smoke being deployed right there. Another Molly being tossed up as Kong will find his way into the building right there. How long can Sada stay alive here on top of the 3-stack? FSI continuing to swarm out this fight. Let's just pop that phase 3, phase 4 map there down on the bottom end. As we do look towards this fight, you can see there, it's just these teams kind of fighting. No Mercy is making their position there. As you can see them on the north end, they do find a position inside this circle, and you love to see it. Sada tries to find his way down and around, but all 4 members of FSI just too quick to find him. Sada falling for AGG there in 12th as we now have 11 teams remaining. back over to Tog here in a great position. You see these guys here in a very centralized position inside the circle, and you just have to respect the early rotation from these teams. It doesn't always work out inside one of these early phases, but you can see Tog, after taking this position, really comfortable where they're at. In-game leader from 1-3 stack over there as the garage building being taken over by Ardmix and Davum. The play right here, I've seen so many end games in that very same circle. Easily enough, that could happen just like that. Love to see it, dude. I wish I had something cooler also for the host hype, dude, and for the raid. I'm working on getting that all set up. If you guys do have a chance, check back the VOD. We've got a giveaway on the channel that we're going to be doing here. Be sure to check me out on Twitter, as make sure you follow the channel here if you guys want to be eligible for the giveaway. Blitz and friends, please get yourselves a chance to get entered in the giveaway. It's going to be custom merch for your own team, custom merch for you if you're a content creator, as well as Cold Crew exclusives merch. So please be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to follow me here on Twitch. And be sure to also follow Blitz and Friends, man. Literally, I'm telling you, a great guy out there. Great content. Just a great watch, especially usually streams in the morning. So if you're a NA guy and you got some mornings, you're sipping your coffee, great guy to turn on and really just listen to in the morning to kind of put some information in the bag there. Ads will fall core right there. Good shots coming out, trade out, not only from VR, but also from Tog there. They will find that one. Back up. Let's actually look at this circle one more time. 11 teams remaining. You see how spread out amongst this circle they are. This, again, is a very common circle for this competition scene. And it really just leaves these teams really with not a whole lot of options to kind of make. Redmond is going to spot out NM here. NM, after winning the first match of the night, have really been quiet. But NM put up a 17-kill chicken dinner here in game number 1 here. Now having Core here kind of at the edge of the zone. They're at the base of the plane, or excuse me, the mount, the head of the plane crash right here. So they're right at the top, waiting to kind of take this fight with Core. But they also have there to their right is going to be LTR, who is very, very quiet again inside this day, but they're at the edge of the zone. As I say that, there is Swift. It's going to fall right there. There's FSI coming here. They're going to come around here. They are going to try to close this fight out with LTR before they even get inside the zone right now. And it's definitely time to take it. See, getting wind of what is going on here. You can see Super has turned his position around, and he's now looking on to FSI, who's getting closer and closer to the LTR fight right here. Really not a whole lot being done yet, but it's slowly but surely it will conclude. I don't really know what CE's plan is, again, except for just kind of stay quiet. They don't really want to take the fight. I think they're looking for placement this time around. They look like they were going to get aggressive with the information. Their eyes are all over in this direction, but they have not pushed forward. Driz spotted out there by Pickle. Pickle is going to get some good shots down on the Driz, but he's able to get behind the tree in time. Nuts there for the trade out. Pickle going to turn and fire. He's going to find that one on the knock. Dynamic now finding Lions. It's all up to Swift, as Swift does find Alminator, at least one player down for FSI, but the res still could be in play as he sweeps over. Is going to find Driz for the confirmation. ATL will fall in the distance there to TR as Pickle confirms both those kills right there, and it's all left up to Swift. Going down right there, spotted out there from the side. Dynamic and Pickle there for FSI. Able to do light work of LTR as they do fall. 4 kills on the board for FSI, and now the third party of CE comes into play. Alminator confirmed there as they weren't able to get the res in time. CE third partying up from the side. The grenade in play. Kong now falling there to Super. That grenade right behind Dynamic. Does he get the res on a Pickle? Yes, he does. It's Kong will find his way towards the smoke, potentially getting the res here from FSI as well, but no, Dynamic steps outside the back of the smoke. Confirming is Kong. Supra will get that one. Pickle finds Temp at the edge of the zone right there, and oh my god, does FSI survive? Greggy now falling. Supra almost falling as well, and Pickle takes 2 down in the trade out, but it ultimately is CE Supra to come out on top there for his squad. Does he go back to pick up the Temp inside the blue to save him in time? Is it enough? No, too late. The carry feature won't come into play, and CE loses 1 in the fight. FSI goes down there in 8th as we have CE picking up a few kills and then further placement. 7 teams now remain inside of Phase 5. There we are, CTK. There's going to be Pixel, CPT, Bank, and Balance coming off of the chicken dinner here. Great spot in the northern end of the circle. Above them, they have CE, but really that is the only serious threat that CTK will have to worry about. VR still not inside the zone, is playing the shack for now, but will eventually have to move. As you can see, NM really just kind of hanging tight here on the backside. They took the fight a little bit earlier. They've got 5 kills on the board. They've been doing a little bit of third-party damage here and there, but this is a team right now that needs to close out this fight just as much as CTK if they want to end up in first. TDT is still up and kicking. I lied. TDT is down. TDT is not up and kicking. So TDT, with TDT eliminated and TR kind of there below them, TR really doesn't have a whole lot of kills. They're just 1 on the board right here. This right now is No Mercy's chance to catch up to these teams right here. TR inside of the top 7 teams right now has started to find some sort of placement points, but definitely needs to find some sort of kills if they're going to match TDT. Thankfully enough for them, TDT with no kills, no placement, has already been eliminated inside this competition. As Viper looking to find another grenade. The first one does a lot of damage. The second one is just too much for VR. Inside the same spot, Viper, the 3-kill grenade, takes down them in 7th. Well played from TR, and there comes the kills. Lighten up inside the kill feed. They finally find that, and that is a whole squad taken down with 2 grenades. Well played from Viper as TR finally finds some points inside of Phase 5. CTK on the pull up here, just trying to provide some sort of cover here with the VIX, looking onto No Mercy's position at the base of the hill. CE should be able to get wind of this because No Mercy running directly towards CE, and CE is really not trying to take fights. They're just trying to play it quietly here, so they could catch CE off guard here as Keezy starting to scout up, looking left and right, potentially for one of these members here, but is not going to spot them out. Greggy right there in front of him. Shots coming through there from TOG, but they're not on to Greggy as he's barely inside that dip right there. I don't know how he's avoiding the line of sight here from Keezy, but here at the base of the ridge, Supra is going to peek up, finds Keys behind the trees. He's on the base looking for a second one. Supra will get spotted out right there. Or no, we'll spot out Roke's. Greggy, how are you not down here, man? Shots coming through. Greggy's still surviving. Tog from a distance does find Roke's, third party that one and putting it in the bag right there. Is now 2 members now down for No Mercy. 5 kills in the bag, maybe it at a 6th place here if No Mercy can't take the fight on to C. The Molly is in play right at the base of the tree right there as Hash will stop to get the res here on to Keezy, pulling behind Greggy, trying to find his way down and around the smoke, still not spotting it out right there as you see CTK throwing utilities from the side. Greggy will pull back here for CE, potentially looking to find further and further placement rather than just confirm those kills right there. CE will just kind of hang tight as CTK pressuring there inside the smoke. Has No Mercy at a really bad spot right now. Shots come through. CPT will take some damage. Dank as well. Skunky will fall to the spray of Pixel as it looks like TR trying to get third party aggressive on this fight. Merlin will trade out Pixel right there as that's now 1 for 1. TR should be able to set up on the res. However, CTK now going to have to hop off the fight here with NM as well as CE to get this res here. As you can see, 2 members for CTK. That's going to be Dank and Bounce holding the fight here with NM. But in the distance, you have CPT trying to hold off TR. That grenade looking like it is gorgeous. Another 2 members for TR taken down. Viper gets the play, and the return is in play right there. 2 members taken down for TR in a great grenade to follow. CTK does lose Pixel, but that grenade does at least allow them a little bit of breathing room against TR's push. There on the backside, let's go back here towards No Mercy. I want to see how they're kind of faring out right now as Keezy is back up. As they do finish the fight out, Greggy and Supra will fall. Somehow, No Mercy able to reset there after the knock comes through from Keezy. 7 kills now on the board here. Fighting Viper there at the top. CPT will get it, but Bear Kai as well as CTK, 3 different squads just ripped apart TR. And that is going to be game over. TR out in 5th. 4 teams now remain as we have No Mercy. That's going to be Keys and Hash there on one end left up for their squad. CTK trying to get the res inside the smoke, and Dank will get it on to CPT as CTK back up to 3 squads left there. We now look forward to CTK potentially taking home back-to-back check-in dinners here for the final 2 games of day number 5. However, they have 3 teams ahead of them, 1 with a full 4-man squad, and that is Team 10, MW, coming off of a 2nd place here for game number 3. Can they finally take home the chicken dinner here in game number 4 to close out the night on a high note? There it is, good shots. Speaker is looking to find the toes over here. TOG Davum. Can he find? Just needs 1 shot to line up. Isn't finding them right past his toes. Speaker being ever so patient, but the knock does not come through. Over the top, CTK will peek trying to find these knocks. However, the damage will not be done. Tog able to at least pull back the pressure for now. Finding at least good shots. As you can see, the wrap coming out down there from Krang. Let's actually look at Krang's position. He's got a deep little wrap here on the Tog, and Tog doesn't even realize. All he has to do is be careful. Yep, that CTK does not spot him over the top right there, and he's potentially looking out of their direction. Spots out Davum. Davum spots him back out as well. The eye for eye right there, as literally you can see the glance. You feel the pressure of another player looking at your head right there. And again, Craig feels that pressure. Davum feels the pressure. And neither player able to pop off shots, as Craig will just kind of play the rock for now, waiting for CTK to rotate down, but no mercy is getting into it here with CTK. It is a 2v3. CTK trying to find both Keys and Hash, and on the backside they have Tog, but this should be a fight easily enough for them to work. But MW running right behind CTK as they slowly but surely move forward. It's not looking great here for CTK, I hate to say it, who has NM, pressured back, but MW comes from the back, gets balance. CPT finds Hash there, so they're fighting two different fights on two different angles. Bearkai finds one, and the third will fall right there. Dank does what he can to try to hang on against MW, but it is ultimately MW, my way, to come through and show them the highway. Let's go MW, looking for their first chicken dinner of the night right here. Can they take it over NM and over TOG? TOG already able to secure a win earlier on in the event, the Challenger Series. But this would be MW's first chance for a fantastic performance. 4 players still up. High kills, Keezy over the top. Comes high-low. He's over the top of the rock. Does find the knock on the Bearkai as Groza looking for the trade. Keezy peeks back over. Finds Groza with the grenade in hand. Does the damage. But from the side, Speaker is at least able to pull off Keezy right there just in time as Bearkai is going to get put over the shoulders. Groza falls to the play zone. Then Keezy will fall. But however, because MW opts to go for the res and pick up him on his back, Groza now goes down to the play zone there, and Bearkai confirmed there for Keezy. Keezy at least able to pick up 1 kill before falling there to the zone. MW now down to 2 on an unnecessary loss right there. Nothing really happening. You hate to see it coming out from MW. And Parky, I am on a 7-minute delay, so apologies. But Parky, thank you for dropping in. Parky and Feisty, be sure to show Parky some love as well, as she is going to be doing the merch giveaway. She's going to be doing our custom merch for the squad for you guys here in the giveaway in the next few weeks. So be sure to show Perky some love as well. Top 2 teams now remain as this 2v3 is in play. This was MW's game to win. However, it is now their game to lose with the 2v3. There is Tog has ultimately the better position. MW's caught out right here. Krang trying to do a little bit of dance, and he is going to dance around as Dave not able to find the last few shots here. MW somehow finds a way away. In-game leader spotted out there as the mini 14 shots do connect onto in-game leader right there. Speaker going to pull back out the M4, looking to find the final bit of damage onto in-game leader as Davum from the side shots do come through. Able to find it, but the damage just not there. In-game leader still hasn't healed. Not entirely sure why. Do we have heals? No heals in the bag, so he has 26 HP and the boost to take the fight here against Speaker. This is not looking great for Tog after all the pressure from a little bit ago. Krang able to find the knock on the in-game leader, and now we have a 2v2, putting the play back into the favor of MW. They have the top of the hill. They just have to play it slow now. Wait for Tog to come out from the vehicle. You guys are in the zone. Tog is not in the zone. The only thing that MW cannot do at this point is get knocked. The minute a knock comes through, the smokes will be in play from Tog, and Tog will easily find a position into this next zone. However, I like the split. The split could work out. You've got MW on one end, Krang on another. Oh, he's going to spot Artemix. He's dancing. He's shaking. He's trying to move. However, he is spotted out a little bit too far right side of that vehicle there, and then he is going to get taken out. Davum is trying to find the shots with the 1v2 situation. The grenade is in hand. It's going to pull back there with the AK. Can he find his way away from the grenade? Grenade confirms 1, but doesn't do enough damage to Davum. Inside the smoke, going for the bandies here before he gets spotted out there from Krang. Is it enough time before? I might have just taken the 1v1 opportunity here before Speaker regroups. Gets a few bandies off. The blue is on his back from the side. Speaker lands the shots from the top. And MW, after a second place game for game 3, takes home the chicken dinner here in game 4. 8 kills and the victory go to my way. 18 points to close out the day for that team. A fantastic finish to close out the day right there. Love to see that finish. As we kind of look at the leaderboard here, I still don't have an actual update as to where I can pop it up on the stream for you guys. But we will end the day right there with CTK being in, let's see, CTK being in first place, of course, 224 points. TDT with 158 points here. They come in not the highest position. They were very low there. They were 15th, first team out there this time around right there. So TDT having the worst game of the night for them after being at 158 points allowed TR a little bit of a chance to catch up as TR finds themselves 5 kills and a 5th place placement. That is enough to at least catch up with TDT. And this really just kind of leaves things here really to kind of be decided for day number 6. The sixth and final day of the event will be hosted by Droideka and Silence over on Code Red GG. Be sure to follow them out. I will post that link as well on the Code Red, or excuse me, inside the tab right here. So be sure to follow these guys as well. Be sure to tune into their stream and pay them lots of love. Once again, this has been the Cold Crew exclusives. We're going to kind of pop back. I will end this screen, at least switch us to the ending screen. But let's talk a little bit about today and these teams, their performances. You can see CTK ultimately, again, we can't talk enough about that. 138 kills inside this lobby, absolutely dominating. TDT with 121, just cannot seem to find the same placement that CTK consistently seems to find inside this lobby, as again, very often we see this team inside of the top 5. And again, they deserve it. The way they're playing and the consistency from this team right now is just fantastic to watch. TR, again, has found some nice rhythm here for today, managing to keep themselves still up in third. The fourth and final game right there should put TR back up into second right there. So it's going to be CTK, TDT, and TR still in our top 3 spots right there. Not much change from the start of the day. No Mercy still in fourth. So again, still not a whole lot of change. Again, after a top 3 position inside that game 4 right there. Still a lot of points coming out there from this team. Not enough, I think, to potentially take over TDT, but enough to keep them relevant inside the top 4. So No Mercy, pat yourselves on the back right there. That is a great job from you guys, as you guys, again, just perform, I think, at least at the best right there. We're also looking here towards Catalyst Esports. Hasn't found that rhythm, 114 points. Only about a 20-point game coming out from CE, and they had potential today to catch up. The potential right there, I think, was just kind of swept away unless the remainder of these teams, TDT, TR, and No Mercy, all have bad days tomorrow. I think it's a secured spot to say that CE has kind of put themselves out of the money, leaving it really to a 5-team battle here amongst TDT, TR, No Mercy, and ATL. Teams like GGM over here, who have found rhythm here and there. LTR finding a little bit of rhythm there. FSI just kind of finding kills individually. Not a whole lot of placement from FSI. It just seems to be that they're fragging out here amongst a few players. And these bottom teams, you can just see they have kills, but the placement is not there to match. It's mainly kills. Teams like TOG seem to have a 50-50, but it still isn't enough against some of these top fragging teams here. As you can see, 53 and 96 points for TOG, compared to 138 kills and 224 points for CTK. The difference and the distance amongst the points here of the totals is crazy, whether it be kills or whether it be just placement alone. These teams have really figured out their rhythm and had a chance to shine. This has been the Challenger League, so 15 of these teams, all fresh teams put together here inside this lobby, looking for their first chance to really shine and get their team kind of a name inside the EU competition scene. So well played here from our 15 teams today. Thank you all again for tuning in. I want to send some more huge shout-outs to the guys who've raided. We have Blitz and Friends for the raid. Thank you so much to all of you guys who have stayed as far as the viewers. You guys have been awesome. Be sure to hit that follow on your guys' way out. I really appreciate you guys dropping in. And Blitz, I really appreciate the raid, my man. Thank you so much for stopping in, dude. It has been a huge pleasure to host you guys here tonight on this Monday night. Be sure to tune back in Wednesday for Code Red GG as we finish off the event here in the Challenger Series on day 6 for Wednesday. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. GMT time with your host, Droideka and Silencer. Really also want to send a huge shout out. If you guys have the chance, be sure to follow my socials to make sure you guys are entered in that chance to be in the giveaway for not only merch and stuff for myself, but merch and stuff for your own channel, working with Perky and Feisty to kind of make this happen. So please be sure to not only check me out, check out Code Red, check out Perky, Blitz and friends as well. All you guys, you amazing streamers. Thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for the support that you guys have shown in the stream, the raids, the chats, just the amount of the fact that you're willing to help me with my merch, Perky, is awesome. Clumsy, thank you for the 2 gifted subs today, as well as for the follows from quite a few people. Keezy's, thanks for the refollow. Dutch, thanks for dropping in, man. Appreciate the raid there with Blitz, as well as Code Red GG. Hopefully you enjoy the gifty. Wheelix, thanks for the chats. Kizza, thanks for the kind words earlier, man. And at that note, I'm going to leave and love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday night. We'll see everybody back here on Wednesday.